And hello, everybody. Sorry, I was just making sure that I clicked on the right button. Because once again, as you guys can see, we're out of the office. Welcome to Vitamin D&D. It's okay, I've got the graphic. I'll sort it out in a bit. We're having trouble with the monitor again. Great start. Hi. Welcome to Vitamin D&D, where you can get your premium entertainment footage. Are those 3D glasses?
Is this what we're doing?
Wow.
It's like we're playing poker.
Chris, when you get off the ride at Disneyland, you're supposed to put those back in the bin.
No, you know what? I don't feel bad about stealing from that company.
You know, that's a good point. You know, I got
Please
kicked out.
sponsor us.
I got kicked out of Disneyland.
No way.
Yeah, somewhat recently.
Wait, what did you do?
I tried to buy alcohol with a green card, and you're not allowed to do that. You have to have a license. And then I had a sip, as a 31-year-old man, a sip of my girlfriend's overly sugary margarita. Security kicked me out. They threatened to arrest me. They didn't have the Anaheim PD come and arrest me.
So you use your green card as your ID?
Yeah, and they were like, we don't accept this. I'm like, this is how I live in the country. Do you want, like...
And they didn't have, like, Disneyland cops? They just had, like, regular cops? It wasn't like...
No, they were like, we have Anaheim PD, and we will bring them.
That's lame. I thought they had, like, Disneyland PD, and they'd be like...
I mean, it did, but it was fucking Dawn who was like, you can't do that.
Let them threaten that. Go for it.
Anyway.
Oh, boy!
We don't discriminate you for that, though. Here at Vitamin D, you can drink whatever you want, provided that, you know...
Responsible.
Yeah, you bought it.
There's absinthe in here.
There we go. Before we start, we're going to give a quick shout out to our usual mates, Syrinscape. If you like ambiance in the background like we do, Syrinscape is a wonderful app for your phone, tablet, and PC that allows you to do customized ambiance galore. You could, they even have like little packets for all the Wizards of the Coast adventures, so naturally, we use them for Icewind Dale, Rime and the Frostmaiden, our first campaign. Another big shout out is to Michael Gelfie, who does wonderful customized composing music. He does wonderful compositions. Thank you, Grace. He does a lot of copyright and royalty-free music. Then he has his own things. He does custom things. He does steampunk music, which no one bloody has, and it's all wonderful. And he does it solely for the sake of D&D. He's incredible. I think he got nominated for an award recently. So go over to his channel, check him out. He's wonderful. Go donate to him. Quick little update. We got some new things happening on Vitamin D&D. Our Patreon is going to be opening soon with a lot of delicious rewards, such as maybe join us on an episode of The Gaming, maybe join Casey and I on a DM, kind of chat at one point. Everything is going to be used to upgrade to the fullest extent. We've got a lot of cool things coming. We have some merch coming in, which is awesome. And then I guess the next big sort of update is that we have a new show, a part of Vitamin D&D coming up, where the Cool Five and Dills solve a lot of escape room things. It's a little escape room team that I do things on the edge, and now we're going to be doing it on the channel. So more entertainment. And if you go to our Patreon, when it opens up, don't worry, we'll let you know. And all your support will go straight towards making all of that content even better. So take it to heart that we are going to provide a lot for you. But enough of that shit. Why don't we get to the game? I'm very excited to play a game. Yeah, because we left off on a very fun version last time.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah. So unless anyone has anything else that they would like to say...
No, shut up, D&D.
Sorry, everybody.
Quickly,
We're going to go to the intro, then we're going to come back. I'm sorry, Casey.
the trees falling.
Yeah,
They're
the
falling
trees
trees.
everywhere. If you hear a boom, boom, pow at some point, that's either us just jamming out.
It's an int moot.
It's an
Yeah.
moot.
Black Eyed Peas.
So we apologize if there's any sort of loud noises in the background, everybody. They're doing a little bit of construction, but for the most part, we're protected and they've done their work. So, my friends, last we left off, our delightful team of adventurers left Charlie Booker in charge of Sipo, who's currently recovering from an ice troll attack, and their wagon and dogs outside of a strange structure that we found out in the snow in Icewind Dale. Now, including the fires that came off the torches themselves, were burning from the top to the bottom. Yeah. The rest of the team joined, and amongst the rest of us, spent quite some time exploring the strange room known as the Spire. Strange interlocking rooms that were only really accessible to certain other floors because of the giant holes that had been left from, everyone had their own theories. Tyrus himself, however, thought that this was, at one point, a large structure that had collapsed deep into the snow, which was later confirmed after finding Dazan, the Red Wizard of Thay that we all believed was burnt at the stake in front of us, sitting, reading a book, with a tall, undead warrior, clad in armor from head to toe with a large sword by his side. After explaining that he is merely a simulacrum, a strange sentient illusory copy created by Dazan in his own image that is incapable of learning or using much of his innate abilities that he would love to be able to use, but not being entirely real. He informed you guys that there was, number one, a nasty beastie upstairs where a lot of previous adventurers had been killed by Dazan because he wanted to keep this information quiet. However, at the base of upstairs was a weird chamber that could bring illusion to life. So venturing out forward, hoping to possibly find some more inclination as to Gwydion the Great's past. The Dazan, or now Dizzy, Dizzy the Snowman, as everyone has named him, promised to offer you a ring that he kept adorned on his finger. This ring was of necromantic magic, as the wizards of Thay are known to have, that would reveal your previous form. You would even go so far as to kind of feel the living form that you were. So finding the chamber, all he needed was a spark of life. Neither him nor his undead god could offer any sort of help in that regard. So Tobias kindly offered to offer the spark of life. And as he stood inside this chamber, this large sort of dome room that sent magical prowess up, and bursts of magic came out of the tiles reeling. Maybe this isn't exactly going to work out according to plan. But as Tobias gripped the hand of Dazan's simulacrum, Dizzy, you rolled exactly what you needed to do to bring Dazan back to life. And as his once cold, fabricated hand started to warm up to flesh, Dizzy was able to learn some new information and is indeed now walking around alive. He passed off his ring as promised to Gwydion the Great on her hand, and you guys watched as organs and flesh started to grow. The scent of decay that has been sort of lingering on Gwydion for the longest time had faded until a female figure formed in front of you. A very familiar looking figure to one of us, as her ears began to grow pointed. Her eyes had the tattoos of the makeup etched on a very particular scar over her now pursed lips and short black hair that adorned over her head. And today's episode is going to pick up directly where we left. Still holding Daisy's hand in such a new form, you start to actually feel the cold of Icewind Dale just touch your cheeks for the first time. You feel full, like as whole in this light. You're more dense as you sink into your clothes for the first time.
There's so much skin, it's literally everywhere. It's like everywhere I'm looking here. My God! Somebody give me a mirror! Wait, I'm a magician and I can make one. I would like to cast the cantrip Minor Illusion to create a small hand mirror.
Okay, so yeah, that would work, I suppose.
I
guess, right? Yeah. But yeah,
Wow.
as you look into the mirror, you stare in the face of an elf, somewhat tan skin. Maybe looks like a little bit of sunspots from being out in the sun for quite a bit of while, but
Freckles, that's cute.
large sort of like tattooed marks that look like makeup, but they've been tattooed to itch and curl down your rather pursed and powerful cheeks. There's a scar that comes from just the top corner of your top lip and then cuts down to almost into the center of your bottom, where you might have just received an injury in times past. Your hair black as curls kind of faded to the side, but rather short, especially at the back.
Pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. I'm a solid 8. I would be like a 9 if it weren't for this thing. What's going on with that? Wow. So I guess I wasn't that guy after all. What are you guys gonna call me now?
What do you want to be called?
I don't know. I still don't really know anything about myself. I just look really good
That's
now.
good.
I mean,
What do you think I look like?
certainly
Like
very
a
attractive.
heather?
Quintus, do you want to take
Like
note?
a-
And Quintus is just
Huh? You like this skin?
dejected.
Pretty good.
You.
Smell less.
I'm gonna go check the hallway.
Yeah.
As you start to walk out, some of the tiles from the chamber themselves are just starting to let loose and just falling and cracking onto the ground. As you look around the chamber, as you walk around, from the energy and the damage that's been tamed, it's kind of left this chamber ruined. For the most part, a lot of the ruins and the tiles have just kind of fallen off from the ceiling and from the sides of the wall. But indeed, yeah, Ola leaves that back into the room that you found yourselves in.
Somewhere not really.
Alrighty. Apparently I'm very attractive. Also, I think this upside down house might be structurally unsound.
Yes, it seemed that we've done all that we could for the most part, which is wonderful, because I can remember that now.
Yeah, you're alive, so you can also die now, so let's go.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, you have to worry about that like all the time. It's
of course, yeah,
crazy.
no, that...
I'm
oh.
terrible.
Shit, you better be on point, big man. Princess is just pulls his sword out of his hand. Yeah, and you guys, I
I'm gonna
guess,
hop upstairs.
join Borla into the other room that you guys find yourselves in, that you had previously sort of discovered.
So we going, or we done here?
Sure. I mean, is there? Can you tell us?
Does anyone else need
Is there anything?
any souls or anything?
Yeah. Does anybody else need to?
I mean, I'm a real boy now.
Do
We're
we
good.
like call you? You want be called Gwen?
Yeah, let's just do that.
Gwen. Alright.
Because, I stole that guy's whole book anyway.
Gwen, good, because it'd be really hard to start calling you something else, even though
Yeah.
you look totally different.
I know. If you want, I can take it off, but I think the smell comes back. If you want, I'll take it off.
As you take it off, there's like the hair just very quickly just sort of fades off into
Ooh,
the dirt.
nasty again.
You
Oh.
see,
You like
but
this?
now without
You like my craggle face?
the robes and everything over the face, you guys do just see this very, very decayed, like the mummy kind of face. The eyeballs are kind of like
Half an
bulging,
eyeball.
but still in there.
You like
yeah.
this?
No, put it.
Good?
I like the old you.
Oh, thank you. You love me for who I am.
And the process just very quickly back to
It's
the
a
original
smell, I
form.
get it.
So is it like an illusion, or do you like?
To, you know, what you would look like
Yeah.
in the past. He puts it on Princess's finger again, and you guys watch as Filch from Harry Potter basically happens. Just,
Oh, yeah.
and says, yeah, so
Yeah, I can see
basically,
if I looked like
Us,
that, I
what
wouldn't
he
want to
looked
wear
like
it.
before. Okay.
yes, but I just
that's
think until we
rude.
get into public, I
You
can't.
can't.
I'm so sorry. I
He doesn't know.
can't. It takes it off before Princess is back to being a skeleton.
It's much better. You see, you're a skeleton. You don't have any gooey bits, so.
Oh yeah, no, he was kind of like this when I found him. To answer your question, for the most part, this is just kind of like you'll be able to feel, you know, the feelings of, you know, being alive. You'll be able to digest for the most part.
I love that.
Yeah, you know, feel the cold something, which is something I have to get
I
used to
hate
now.
that part. Yeah.
Is there any way we could take this to the next level, like using the same thing that we used to bring you back? Could we use that to bring her back to her full form,
Where are all
with
my
her memories and
memories?
everything?
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's your name, by the way? I didn't even get it.
Oh,
I'm
Tobias.
so sorry.
Tobias Kinsley,
Tobias Kinsley.
first of his name.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. And Gwen, I
Probably.
believe they called you Borla. Is that what I heard?
Yep, that's right.
Borla. And sorry, you, young lady?
Plant.
Roll deception. Let's see how that works.
Wait a second, your name's not Plant. Your name's
Shut up.
Roll
please.
with disadvantage. What we got?
First thing you see, exercise. Love it.
0.
0.
Oh.
Your name's not Plant. Your name's Donner.
Donner
Oh,
Bonner.
Donna.
Donna
Okay, well,
Bonner.
Bonnie.
Donner Bonnie.
yeah, for
We can't all just go be we can't all change our names, okay? Like,
That's kind of your thing.
Read the
Okay.
fucking room.
I mean,
Tobias.
yeah,
I'm just saying, you can't just change your name just
I
because.
take off one of my socks and stuff it down his throat.
surprisingly warm. It's a somewhat decent feeling, I suppose. That's as good as it gets with a sock in your mouth. Well, to answer your question, Tobias, I don't think there's out of the realms of possibility with magic. It might take me some time to study. Here's my theory. This spire was a part of the Netherese kingdom that has collapsed underneath the ice. Currently, myself Spire. There could be so much more out there that's worth studying, worth doing. Something that might, in future, offer some kind of knowledge. It might take me some while to studying it, but now my mind is complete.
I feel like this is kind of. I mean, you look great, but
Thank you.
maybe we could try to figure out who
Yeah,
this
but
person
Why,
was.
yeah, why did I die?
Exactly.
I look pretty
you
young.
confirm whether this was Gwen before Gwen became undead?
Oh, yeah,
Or
yes.
is this some sort of sick illusion?
Oh. No,
Sick
I mean-
illusion. I mean, I think I look pretty sick.
You look great.
Thank you.
You look great.
As-
I
as
don't know
far
what
as-
the hell's wrong with her, but
As
you
far
look
as the
great.
ring works, yes, this is her original form. Ideally, it mimics what you would have looked like at some point inside your peak.
That was his peak? He looks terrible.
Yes, you could understand. That's why I was incredibly surprised.
Oh, God. Okay.
Like that's as good as
Does he have feelings that we can hurt?
he just. He just
Sorry, buddy. I don't think you look that.
I didn't know that you had a soul. I'm sorry.
just does that before. Yes, but to answer your question, yes, this is her original form.
You seem
As stunning as it is.
Nice.
you seem oddly confused, disturbed by this, Donner.
Look at me, my 2 eyeballs now. I need both of my eyeballs.
How's everyone feeling? Do we need a rest? Need some food?
Probably a good idea.
I want to rest.
Sure.
I would love to experience eating.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
have memories of it, but I myself haven't.
We mostly just have rations, unless is there a kitchen?
I will go investigate for a kitchen. Leave you guys alone.
Sure.
I
You
need to
can
go walk.
Yeah.
hey, don't forget your sock.
It's a little wet.
The slobber from your mouth very quickly just starts to dry and freeze over from the cold. But yeah, just roll me investigation as you're walking around. Before long, Dizzy does pull you across the side. He says, "So to bring up earlier the fact, yes, if I'm able to discover this, kingdom underneath the ice, there's a good chance that maybe I could find something that could replicate it. It shouldn't be entirely too hard. There are certain powers out there that can be able to modify memory in the first place.
Yeah, there's probably somewhere you just pop those babies back in and I'm good to go.
And you'd be willing to help us with that?
it was my creator's original goal to sort of find out how to end this endless winter. There could be secrets underneath the ice over there that could possibly help.
So if we collect the memories to end this endless winter for your sake, we're at risk of having Gwen over here also collect her past memories. Correct?
I mean, I suppose.
That's the goal.
At risk. I mean,
I
it's
love that.
not a bad thing
Well,
for you to remember who you
yeah.
are. I don't understand. I'm so confused. Did
I
something
think-
happen?
okay.
I think I'm understanding what Donna's saying here. I mean, would we
Like
lose?
in order to save this,
Would we lose this Gwen in the process?
yes, this Gwen is lovely. Will we be losing her?
I do like this
In
game.
order to save this,
Now I smell
Or-
what you're stepping in.
That's, to be
I mean, and I
honest,
tasted it too because I had your sock in my mouth. But
Yeah.
now I get it.
to be perfectly frank with you, that would be difficult to ask until I've started investigating for the most part. It would take some time to try to keep most of it intact.
Yeah, this is like a real existential crisis, because will I combine to be a separate new person, or will it just override everything that I am now, and what I am now will be lost?
I'm afraid I
This is really
can't
terrible to
answer
think
that
about.
at this moment in
Okay.
time.
That's
Well-
okay. I'll think about it instead of sleeping tonight. It's good.
I rolled a 17. I want to go.
Oh,
Investigation. You don't find a kitchen. You found there's alchemy labs, so like perhaps something that you could set up to ignite a small fire. And there's plenty of wood that's been sort of damaged and wrecked. There's some of the tables and chairs that have fallen down.
Does anybody know if a basilisk tastes good? Because we still have a dead body in the other room.
I've
I
never
have no idea.
tasted
I'm
anything.
not
so-
eating.
That's a very good point, actually. And Daisy just starts to walk off to the other chamber. As you guys will see, and Curtis immediately just follows him.
He's going for it.
Yeah.
Could carve off some cuts of meat off of it.
Sounds good to me. Why don't you guys go get started on that?
Yeah.
I'll go over.
Great.
Carve
As
it.
you arrive, Dazan is already like looking at the head and like examining the eyes and like starting to make notes, and he's just doing his best to like just take notes. But yeah,
Right, go to the leg first, so I'm on the way.
alright. So just for the sake of it, roll me a survival.
Is it
And
a leg?
It had like multiple legs, right?
there's 6 legs.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And
It was
Thick
kind of snake
tail.
length, but it had
That's right,
multiple
that's
legs.
right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
go ahead and just roll me a survival. If you're helping, you can have advantage
Yes.
on that.
Okay, I'm
And
gonna help
then-
you survive.
Okay.
And I told and did a Tyrus go with them as well?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes,
So-
correct. Yeah,
So it's just the two of us here now.
correct.
Okay.
Any
I
person
pull her aside. I hand her her sock. You know, I'm a master of deception. And I don't know if you've ever heard the term, you can't bullshit a bullshitter, but you're hiding something.
Yeah.
Well, it's not my business to...
No, it's not.
Well, I don't want to be traveling with someone who's putting us at risk. And putting these people at risk. So either you need to come clean, or maybe you shouldn't travel with us.
Maybe you're right.
I think option A is better.
Well,
Whatever it
I think
was.
My presence will be. Nothing's going on. I can go.
There is something going on. You can't fool me. You might be able to fool them, but you can't
You
fool
cannot
me.
give me an ultimatum to tell you or go.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Why?
Because
You're not
if
the
you're
leader
put-
of this outfit.
it doesn't matter. Now,
You just got armor. Why do you think you can give me a fucking ultimatum?
because these are my friends, and you are my friend, but if
These
we are
also
not...
my friends.
But if we are not safe, you need to tell somebody. And somebody needs to know what is going on. You can't just keep it from us. What do you think that we'll judge you? Or I mean, trust me, my past is not a clean slate. I've done terrible things. I've been responsible for terrible, terrible things. But
Just as long as Gwen stays Gwen, I'll be here.
Well, all right. I won't pry anymore, but you know, part of traveling with a group of people in these kind of conditions and doing these kinds of things, there has to be a level of trust. And you don't think you can trust us?
I can trust you guys. I'm very well versed in traveling with a group of people who are your friends in these conditions. This is not my first travel, fun time, party time, good people time.
And you keep secrets from your friends?
Perhaps I wasn't meant to have friends. So perhaps I was wrong.
I don't think that's true. I think... Look, whatever it is, we can figure it out, we can help you, but we can't help you unless we know.
Well, I'm gonna need some processing time, so I'm gonna walk away and leave the sock on the ground for Tobias if he wants to stick it in his mouth, and I will build the fire and stare into it and refuse to talk.
Nobody's thoughts. By the time you guys kind of get done, there's a sort of noticing, you're coming back to a quiet Donna and a fire burning. Tobias, however, he chooses to spend a brief moment of time. Daisy is extremely excited as he comes hopping back, and he's like, "That was absolutely fascinating. I had no idea that they did that. That's incredible. The fact that you guys survived that. Wow, that's absolutely fascinating." And he's kind of just sitting there with one of the eyeballs. He's like, "Do you care if I keep this one?"
Just pulling off thigh meat. I'm like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Great, fantastic. Look at that. And he kind of just
No, you're supposed to
just
keep that higher.
sophisticating it a little bit more.
I have no idea if this is going to be good or not.
I've never had anything.
Looks
so.
like meat.
Looks like me.
I rolled a dirty 20 and that's survival. So.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. So very,
You're surviving
very
over
well
there.
portioned for the most part.
Yeah.
Like all of the meat is still pretty much well tacked onto the bone, and some like as you were carving through like basilisk, it's hard leather. Like it took a while to like just, but you were able to like perfectly just separate it, and a good chunk of meat is attached onto this basilisk. Each one's especially like the tail is this large, thick chunk of meat.
Nice.
That for the most part you were able to do a fantastic job of portioning up and cooking on the fire.
There's lots of muscle in the tail. It's good protein.
It's a bit chewy.
It's a bit gamey.
Yeah.
Guys, what's up? You look sad, like you're not enjoying your lizard meat.
Oh. You know, it just
Pretty
doesn't
good.
compare to the lizard meat we have back home.
Yeah, like how mom used to make.
Feel
No
that,
offense.
yeah. I'm not
Yeah, at that
really-
point,
No, sorry. I'm not
Tyrus
really
is
a
like,
cook.
what?
Oh yeah.
I'm just joking. I've never had lizard before, buddy. Sorry.
Is Tyrus eating?
Oh yeah, he's yeah, he's watching. And
He's
Pepe
insane.
is adoring it. Just digging into it and
Yeah.
occasionally just scratching Pepe's head.
I do some hunting back home. I cleaning and not. I could do that, but preparing the meat that wasn't really my job.
Hey, you did a fine job.
Any spices or anything?
It's-
Cardamom.
Can you make this
Cardamom?
magically
Wow.
taste better?
That's an expensive spice.
Yeah.
Actually,
Is there a spell for that or something?
we could certainly try this. And then he like leans over to your food before he waves his hand over it and casts prestidigitation. And he's like, go ahead, let me know what you think.
It was just a salt shaker in his sleeve.
that.
Roll perception. Or I guess investigation if you're looking for it.
I believe to this silly roll that is a 15.
15? No, it looked like a spell.
Oh.
And as you bite into it, still the same texture and everything else, there is a slight bit more salt as you sort of bite into it. And he's like, well, that's not real, but you do believe that it is. So there's a good comparison as to what we were talking about earlier.
It's amazing what we can be led to believe.
Yeah, it's hard to not chew your tongue. It's in your mouth all the time. It's
Right.
crazy for me. But yeah, also what
You'll
you
get
said.
used to it.
Cool.
Do you ever really get used to your tongue? Sometimes it's like too big for my mouth.
Yeah, that is one thing I regret about this body. His tongue is too big for my mouth.
Princess has the ring put onto him.
Yeah.
How is that, buddy?
It's good.
You can talk.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I got this on. So yeah, everything kind of works now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry about all that stuff we said.
No, it's alright.
Yeah, you probably get that a lot.
I did. Yeah.
Well, what do you like better, on or off?
It's cold.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's very cold
I
here.
kind of wish I could take off a ring and not feel cold anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
You took that potion of cold resistance. Probably not time to use it, but it
Right.
helped, right? No.
Yeah. Well,
Whenever you're done, you can take it off.
How are we
Thanks.
resting here tonight, and then what? I mean, what is next? Desi, I mean,
I know what. I
How
think
do we
it's.
find the members of the society?
Oh.
insight.
Yeah.
I mean, you
you
clearly
just
don't
learned
like
how to
them,
wink.
but-
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
I have eyelids. You
Oh,
like
yeah.
that?
Look at you go.
I'm not sure if this is really the appropriate time to do that, but hey, okay, right back at you.
I'm gonna do it a lot from now on.
That's cool practice.
That's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
In terms of investigating the Arcane Brotherhood, I don't know. It'll have to be. Yeah.
What do they like?
Varies from person to person.
Like, to what end, though?
Magic?
Why would we need to beat them?
Oh!
To find the other rest of the castle.
Oh, yeah, no, apologies. I wasn't assuming that you lot would be with me.
Right.
No, did I just come across as presumptuous? I didn't
just
mean to.
No, you can hang out. You can hang as long as you want. We're not gonna figure out. You're cool.
We seem a little bit like-minded, wanting the same things. I don't like the spooky ice god queen thing.
Yes.
So,
Question: We have a fellow traveler who is very wounded. Is there anything now that you
we're still
are?
outside and we're eating.
Yeah. I just
Yep.
realized that too.
Forgot.
Is this somebody outside?
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, we
whole
kind of
time.
forgot
I'm
about
gonna
that.
just haul
But
ass up there. I'm running. to
Oh,
the
pull
top.
up. Six.
Ah, I have 35 feet of movement now.
You get past it.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, it is fast for someone her size.
you wouldn't happen to be. Would you be able to help with that at all? He's in critical condition.
I'm afraid I don't have anything healing wise, but I do certainly know my way around anatomy. I could offer some kind of surgical help.
Great.
What happened?
Well, we're not cutting anything off here, so calm down.
I was talking more about piecing together.
yeah.
Okay, that's
Yes,
better.
yes.
I like where this is going.
Great. Yeah. I wasn't offering to.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
no.
well, we would say no either way.
Okay, great.
Unless he needs it.
But yeah, so what happened to your friend who's alone up there?
We were attacked by an ice troll.
Am I?
While we were on
You
our
might
way here.
just call him a regular troll for you. But it was
Oh.
a nice troll.
No, there's big distinction. My dear.
Oh, there are different types of trolls here? Okay.
Oh yeah,
It's
no,
all
their
ice.
regenerative
Oh,
nature is
melody.
quite fascinating to study, if I can be honest with you. Absolute
Please do.
freak shows, my god.
Yeah.
Should we join your friend? She ran
I-
for quite a
Yeah,
while.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think we should do that
alright.
if everybody's ready.
So fast.
I think
Let's
I'm
go.
quite ready to get out of this place.
Probably standing in a row trying to leap up to one of those.
As I
guys.
was about to say, as you got back to the area, you're looking at maybe about 25 feet inside the air to the tunnel that you slid on down.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a solution for this.
Yeah, probably would have been a
mhm.
good idea to come down by a rope, but I suppose we'll jump in.
We used to
After
rope
you.
on the first one and then just jumped after that.
Charlie, can you hear me?
Echo.
Charlie Booker.
There's some time
Chuck.
before you're up. Hello?
Charlie, it's Tobias.
Tobias! Oh, where are you?
Down the hole.
Don't come down the hole.
Okay, he sees the hole.
Okay.
Hello, mate. You're right.
Oh, we're all good down here, Charlie. We're ready to come up. We might have somebody who can help us mend our friend. You don't happen to have any rope up there, would you?
Give me a sec. Yeah, he found some.
I have rope. That
Charlie?
doesn't help.
Hello.
Hi, Donner.
Hello, sweetie. How you doing?
I'm wondering if how much time has lapsed since we've been down/up here.
Oh, it's been some time, a couple of hours.
All right, so the time over there, up there, is the same as the time in here.
Well, just blew my fucking mind.
How would you know that?
I think so. I don't feel older or younger. Maybe a few seconds, or a few hours older.
All right, Charlie.
I don't know.
I'm
It's
sorry.
hard for me
I'm
to
so
think right
sorry.
now.
I'm really sorry. Charlie, do you think you're strong enough to hold a rope while we climb up?
Oh, give me a sec. I'll use my brain muscle.
Charlie,
Hello.
can you use your actual muscles?
Yeah.
But like,
Alright.
tie it around something permanent up there, just in case.
Don't tie it to your brain.
See, now you made me feel like a twat because I was gonna do that and be like, oh, but now it's Paula's idea. Fuck it
Good
out.
job, Orla. That was a really good idea.
Thanks.
After some you do hear as a cast iron pan that's been tied to a rope just boom, just lands on the ground next to you. But you do see a long rope that has now been placed down.
I will last, just in case.
Well, we have to come on up.
Yeah. In case something spooky comes out, I'll
Sure.
go last.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna take off my ring so I'm much lighter for Charlie.
I'll go first.
Sure. As you grab the rope, it does feel tight, but you don't feel anything pulling you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will start climbing.
So,
And I'm gonna put like a knife in my teeth, just like a pirate would or something.
clever.
While I'm climbing it.
And then yeah, so Donna's taking off your ring.
Yep.
Your face is all
Real
sort of distorted.
nasty.
And-
Real quick, like, decomposition is so unsettling.
Yeah.
I don't mind you like this, but wow.
Well, I don't want to scare Charlie with my new form too. I'll let him see
You wanna
me.
see the transformation.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Alright. So I
So I'm
guess
second.
Donna, then you.
On my rope. Yeah.
Cool. Who will be following up? I guess Tyrus will probably mention go for the rear.
And then I'll-
if you don't want the rear.
No, I'll go last, just
You go
in
last.
case something pops out. The most
Alright.
robust.
Come on, Pippi. He sort of just picks up, but does his best to just kind of keep Pippi across his shoulders as he pulls himself up.
The stole.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So if you're behind Ataris, you do see Pippi's head over the back of your shoulder.
I mean, Dazan and all that.
I
There's
mean,
a-
as Dazan leaves, and this is no, thank you. And he just casts a spell, and you guys just see him. If you look back, you just see it levitates a little up, whoop, before he just sort of guides himself, levitating
Shut
over
up.
the ground.
This guy can levitate more than 3 feet, but I can't.
Yeah, well, he uses the rope to sort of guide himself into it, but he's not pulling
Okay, he's
himself up.
cheating
He's just
first.
basically kind of
Yeah.
weightless off of the top of the surface. He just sort of floats up the tunnel. And then you move the first one. So as you get to the top and poke your head out, the sight is crimson across the fields. You see the rope lead over to the wagon tied to it, but there are several big, hairy bodies that are just kind of lying inside of the snow as blood is caked the entire time. Charlie Booker is sitting next to the wagon, on his arse, and he is all kinds of fucked up. He says, "Oh, sorry, kid. I'll pull you out. I'm feeling a little tongue-tied right now."
I immediately go up to Charlie and hug him and try to examine his wounds.
Ow! What? Thank you, love. And his arms are still nice and heavy as he sort of hugs you up, and then he does kind of use you to stand up a little bit. And a lot of his wounds, is you could just tell just from the weapons on the ground, things like flails and some really big heavy maces and sticks that are like got large pieces of iron and stuff stuck into them. Yeah.
Okay, well, we have a fellow coming up last who's levitating really pretentiously. He will come up and look at your wounds, and hopefully we can get this all sorted
Oh,
out.
you're right.
If it doesn't work, then I'm sure we can find some bone I can use as a needle and try to sew you up.
Yeah, we'll think of a plan. Sure. Alright. Thank you, love. Appreciate it. You're the next to come with your ribbons off your face. Also, oh, fuck it out! He goes to pick up a weapon. He just like tries to chuck it at you.
please!
Oh!
I put on the ring very quickly. It's me, New Gwen! Huh? You like this? Huh?
What the fuck is happening?
It's a lot. I know you never see my face, but it is quite a lot to absorb at one time. I have skin now.
I don't know if you could have done that worse.
I thought that this would be easier
There's a
for
small
you.
little new patch of like blood comes out of his nose. And
I'm
it's just,
sorry.
is this a time travel thing? Is this the year
Charlie,
that
are you
were
having a
talking about?
stroke?
I did spit. Oh, thank you, love. It's just. Hello, Matt. My name's Charlie Booker. I'm unaware if we've met before. I apologize if we have. I'm not seeing straight right now. But you are a rather stunning individual.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, Charlie. I cradle him and I say, don't worry about dying. I'm dead and it turned out okay.
That's kind of comforting, actually. Thank you. Appreciate it.
For someone who's been there, not that bad.
No, strange feeling that as you're like, this is your first hug where you're not bony.
Ooh.
And it's a different feeling as he like wraps his big arms around you and you kind of just feel the warmth of another person of like pulling your head.
Ooh.
But he is pretty heavy when you hug him. He's without Donna, he's slouching under the weight of his wounds. But as you guys kind of all exit out, you do see the bodies of these like very furry humanoids down, some of which like their head has just kind of morphed, and like some of their faces have just been punched in from Charlie and his battered hands.
Does it look like the gnolls we saw before?
No, you would definitely know this.
Yeah.
With Boiler's history, bugbears.
Oh,
Those
shit,
6
okay.
dead bugbears
Yeah.
lying on the ground.
I immediately take my dagger and start skinning them for warmth.
Well, it's alright. Roll me a survival check.
Oh, bugbears. Like big goblins, sort of.
And
10?
Nasty.
Okay.
Usually,
Common?
usually kind
maybe
of
just a little
our
cold.
souls,
Yeah,
but
frozen
I mean,
out
you're
there.
not under a time limit.
Yeah, yeah.
there are exceptions, I suppose.
Yeah,
but
with a 10,
mostly
yeah,
our
it's
souls.
It's a little messy, but yeah, you have just extra pelts that are still kind of wet and moist. But you got extra pelts from the bugbears, as now there's just really crimson corpses lying inside there before. But as you start kind of gutting them out, Daisy comes out of the hole and is like, "Oh dear God! Oh,
Yeah, we're doing that again.
Oh, what happened here?
It's cold.
It is cold. Oh, I
You feel that, yeah. Now that you're not a snowman.
Tobias is telling me about. Well, let's get to the back of the wagon and see what I can do for you. This is exciting.
How's
Oh,
your-
there's dogs. He just sort of walks over to the dogs and starts playing with them. And the animals who are just still kind of shooken up for the most part, but he does a good job of just sort of playing with them for the first time before Princess comes out. Johnny's like, "Ah! What the fuck is that? What have you people been doing?" And Princess is, "Hello? I'm Charlie Booker from Charlie Booker's security company." Oh, I like him. He's a weird one.
We make friends, that's what we do. How's Sipo?
Oh, he's doing alright. Thank God he wasn't hurt by these ugly bastards. But, you know, recovering to the best of his ability.
Good.
Yeah. Ataris walks up immediately to Charlie and just cures wounds him before you see some of those wounds. Just so he starts to patch. Charlie just takes a good breath and says, "Oh, thank you, sir." Gives him 2 sort of pats on it, and Ataris goes to check on the dogs, and just to keep them kind of comforted.
we should probably rest. Probably not near the recently skinned things in case we attract wolves or
I want to finish
whatever.
butchering them and
Yeah.
wrapping the meat and put them in the wagon.
Oh, alright.
some bear meat.
So yeah, you guys got some extra meat, some
Nice.
bugbear meat. We'll say with the 10. Few days of like total party rations for the rest of the meat that you skinned, and then some wet pelts that are just kind of still a little bit muggy, even until the cold starts to freeze the blood. Yeah.
I'll eat a lot of things. I think I'm gonna not eat a person. Bugbears are kind of people.
Are they kind of people?
Kind of. They're goblins, but
No.
I mean, they were saying things that I understood, but they
Right.
Oh
were really
my
nice.
God,
Well, we'll
Donner.
say this for emergencies then.
oh, that's good. Yeah. No, I'm.
We can feed
Like
it
I
to
said.
that baby.
If I'm hungry enough, I'll whatever. Yeah.
Can't.
It's good.
Yeah, her name
If
is
you have to.
Donner.
That's true.
I don't understand that reference.
Neither do I.
We'll just.
Excellent.
There's a play. Tobias read, maybe. I don't know.
Wow.
Old tail.
But yeah, eventually Dizzy kind of wipes his way into the wagon before he takes a look at Seekpa and introduces himself for the most part. And then there are some times where the Zon goes about looking for certain items inside there that he can use as tools. And let's roll. Let's see how he does. Oh, Dizzy does a fairly decent job of keeping Seekpa's stable for the most part. But yeah. Leaving you guys with the wagon, some meat,
Burning,
and some I'm also getting that.
Like burning dust or something.
It might just be the
Yeah.
ignition.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or we're all gonna burst into flames in this episode.
be.
Who knows?
They're burning the trees down instead of cutting them down.
But you guys are now left with 2 new individuals, so the wagon is pretty crowded. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's getting cozy in here, folks.
Yeah.
I'll put the pelts on and walk along the wagon.
Yeah. And yeah, for the most part, with your cold clothes and the pelts, you're able to just walk alongside this kind of wagon. Charlie sits in the stable, like behind in the little cartridge behind the wolves. We're just kind of with a blanket. He wants to keep an eye out on things, but yeah, he needs to lie down. And so instead of taking up wagon space, he just kind of sits at the back. Daisy definitely sits at the back of the wagon, but he's peeking his head out in the front of it all, just looking at the scenery as things go along. Crentus doesn't leave the side as well, so Crentus will always be where Daisy is for the most part.
So back to Easthaven. It's kind of not much out here otherwise. As I draw things.
If I may,
Sure.
is that not where they burnt previous meat?
All right.
Is there perhaps a stop along the way that I could hop on out?
Well, here's my question. You're
no.
trying to stop the winter. How are you planning to do this?
Depends if we go.
Well, I mean, finding the secrets underneath the ice. That's I do that.
I mean, if we go to the north, around north side of Lac Dinishare, still going westward, we could pass back through Caircona. It's a sad place, but I don't know that anybody would know you or Desan there.
It sucks.
Okay.
Cair Denival.
Well,
Any of these like ringing a bell to you? Your newfound.
I mean, I
You-
know of them. I
Oh,
haven't studied it before I came up here, but
So that's an option.
or we could always,
We could just leave.
we-
Just go out of this horrible place.
I mean, we could do that.
There's an X down here. I don't know what it means, but I don't think it's a town. or
I was
anything.
just thinking a disguise, and then we just
We could do a disguise
Like a
and just
hat.
go back.
take you anywhere
Yeah.
if we got a good enough disguise.
You can.
roll persuasion.
We do have those pelts.
We can
Oh.
make it look like a bugbear.
Are you magic
Little
users?
grizzly, but
do
okay.
anything?
Yeah, let's see
Do
what I
magic
do.
people make things look different with
Ooh,
that
natural 1.
illusion
Yeah.
magic
Yeah.
rings? So
But plus 9 makes it. Oh no, sorry, it's a 7. So plus 9. Cool.
Okay, so 16.
Mhm.
I mean, I suppose if we can come up with something creative enough, sure.
Would you feel comfortable with that solution?
I mean, they did see me die.
No,
The last thing they're gonna expect is me
not looking for you.
walking
Yeah.
around in that. And with you lot upon entry, you know, so
That does garner a lot of attention.
They do
though.
like us there.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, they do.
okay.
I could use minor illusion to give you a mustache, but it has to be a very small illusion, so I can't change your whole appearance. But if you wanted like different eyebrows or a beard,
Sure.
huh?
Different hair color could work.
I don't know if I can do that. That seems hard.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough.
But we'll try. We'll do what we can.
All right. To Easthaven then, I suppose.
To Easthaven, the place where they murdered you.
As you guys head along out, amateurs. Alright, so you guys are now traveling through the wilderness. And so, then there's
Discuss.
animals howling and barking about. You guys are not traveling through the wilderness. About 2 days' journey from what you know. Might be a little bit longer now that we have people walking alongside, and we do just have, a heavier weight inside the wagon. So as you guys are traveling through the wilderness, instead of me rolling it, does anybody want to roll me a d8?
And we haven't done a long rest yet or anything. have we?
No.
No, not yet.
D8, you got
As
it.
soon as we find a safe place, I recommend resting.
Roll the
So-
1.
A 1?
Oh.
If we find the fountain of youth.
Okay. So you guys travel for quite some time. You do come across a familiar sight as somewhat just a little off-skew. There's the little cave area that you guys traveled through previously with the Astral, and then
like
the
caves.
series of what looks like a dead forest that kind of lurks through that you guys avoided by going through the tunnels.
Well, I mean, we killed the thing in the cavern. We could go check, make sure it's clear. But
That we don't
That
trust
seems-
caves anymore.
right, but we killed the thing in this one, right?
Well, what could happen in a forest?
I could go look first. I'll go down there.
Yeah,
see
what's
if
wrong
there's-
with the forest?
It's an unknown.
Seems
No, I think you got a good point.
a little delightful. Okay.
I mean, I'll go. We can go to the forest if
No,
you
no,
want to.
let's go back to the place with the giant ice.
But it's dead.
Oh? Did he have any friends? Any family? We don't know.
Donner killed it.
Okay, but if I go back and his wife and kids are in there, I'm gonna be mad.
I can go check first.
Yeah,
right?
go check. Borl, I'm scared.
Hop off and go check.
Right.
that direction.
I'm scared
Just
now.
gotta give-
I
I'm
have
just
to be
taking a look
careful.
around, not being too brash about it.
Roll me a perception.
Yeah, real subtle, like.
Awesome. 9.
9. Yeah. Looks clear. It's about 120 feet inside like a dark cave as far as you can tell. You don't see anything within the few feet that you're able to ascertain.
It seems okay. I mean, if something big and scary was in here, usually other predators are staying away. So maybe they still stay away. It still smells like troll. For what that's worth.
I hop off and I walk over and I'll roll perception as well.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
23.
Ooh.
Wow.
23, you're able to, even without dark vision, you're just able to see throughout this long kind of expanse, off into the far distance towards maybe the other exit that's maybe about 120 feet further away. You do see a faint glow that looks perhaps campfire.
There's a campfire that way.
So,
Was it the trolls' campfire, or you think it's a new campfire?
Can I go investigate?
Sure, if you want to go a little bit further in.
Yeah. Stay here. I'll be right back.
Tobias walks on
Your
in.
face.
Are you planning to just walk in?
I'm gonna sneak.
Forest.
Sneak? Alright, so go ahead and roll me a stealth. First, before we get close
Yes.
enough
Our only sneaky player.
I'm
Ooh.
gonna keep a distance, but be
8.
not too far.
Yeah, okay.
Negative dex.
Terrible.
to. A rogue with a negative dex.
Yep.
It's my favorite. I love it.
Like this.
I have better stealth than you.
Alright. So for the most part, you're You believe you're sneaking through the dark.
There's a campfire.
Either way, I didn't like listen to or trust him, so I'm a little ways back, but following.
Alright, so go ahead and roll me a stealth.
Sure. That's not great either.
And what's your passive perception?
10.
Where is that? Sorry.
What is that?
That's a perception. It should be below the saving throws.
Insensitive.
If it's set up the same way as
Oh,
Yeah.
right here.
Oh, 23.
Yeah, you're very much aware of
Yeah.
that. Borla's with a sword.
And I go,
Minus 9.
and I just stop.
Well, you're back to the familiar feeling of snow hasn't lived in this area. There is some ice for you to the rest of it. Now and then, just cracks underneath your feet. As you continue to progress, there's a small before you're able to, within a fair enough distance, to see several figures by the campfire turn and look towards you.
Hello, weary travelers. The name's Tobias Kinsley, first of his name. We were just passing through, but we don't want to disturb you. How y'all doing?
Hello, Tobias Kinsley?
That's the name, yes, sir.
We all scream from the wagon. First of his name. In unison.
How many of your friends you got out there?
Oh, it's just me and the dwarf, actually.
Roll deception.
Just
Are you
yell.
inviting a fight? See, there's 50 of us.
28.
28.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Wow, they really think this.
You traveling alone?
Yeah, we got separated from our party a few days back. We're not sure where they are, but we've actually been through this cave before. We were just trying to come back the same way.
Oh, this is unfortunate. Please, come join us.
Absolutely.
As you
This
approach, you,
music sounds like something is happening.
I think something is.
as you arrive to the campfire, which the glow does kind of make it obvious, there's 4 Goliaths, 2 men and 2 women, with a lot less covering from the cold than you would expect, especially as you guys are donned up.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem for the most part just out of pelts, kind of sitting around the campfires. One of them kind of stands up as you approach, and this is... You're dangerous to walk out here without friends. Please, huddle around the fire. My name is Edric. These are my friends. And he gestures to the rest of the 3 who kind of nod in agreement as they seem to be cooking something. It smells pretty decent. Nice meat on the fire.
Can I roll a perception to see if I notice anything particularly nefarious about these people?
Sure, if you want to look for an object, yeah. If you're trying to read them,
Yeah, read them.
that'll be an insight check.
Insight
So,
check.
Yeah.
Ooh. 12.
For the most part, they seem to be, genuine.
Okay.
Yeah, the 3 who are quiet are, kind of sitting there, but they're not too bummed by your presence.
Okay.
As you're right. So, what brings you out this far into the wilderness?
Oh, we were just, what?
Hunting.
Yes, hunting.
Alright. Deception?
Tobias looks at me and yell shit. Deception.
Correct.
26.
Wow.
Alright.
Oh wow. 11.
11. huh?
Great roll for me.
Alright. Didn't seem to find anything, I guess. It's scarce if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. So what brings you all out this way?
Oh, same thing.
Hunting.
Yes.
What are you hunting?
Yeah, whatever we can find. We kind of have a competition going at the moment.
Competition.
Yes, between us and the rest of the tribe. We're trying to see who can bring home, the biggest amount of food.
I see.
Is the dead troll just still like over there in the corner or what?
Nope.
Does it look like they're eating the troll?
Yep.
Gross. I'm all about it, yeah.
So you guys stumbled upon what looks to be is that an ice troll?
Yes.
Wow.
Very keen eye.
Oh, I mean, unfortunately, I've seen a few ice trolls in my day. How did you happen to stumble upon this one while it was still alive? Or?
Yeah, a bit of a lucky catch, actually.
So you killed this ice troll?
No, it was
Oh.
here. So that's why we wouldn't dare.
I was gonna be
They're
lying.
We wouldn't dare bring this back. We didn't kill it. But for now, it can keep us going.
That's really honest. I will say the people who killed this clearly quite badass.
Formidable.
Now,
No, I would say this is not an easy thing to do. They left a heart though, which is their fault, I'm afraid.
something interesting about the heart.
Extremely. Yes. At least to me, no. But to other individuals back at the tribe, they'll put it to good use for sure.
Like food?
Like medicine.
Oh,
Ah,
Yes.
cool. Didn't know that about ice trolls. What kind of medicine, pray tell?
you're not here.
Goes across the nose. Oh, it. I suppose that depends. I wouldn't know too much about it myself.
Mm.
Not my field of expertise.
See.
Does Borla feel like they're being fair? They seem generally good. Like, I want to trust them, but does Borla feel like...
Roll an insight.
14?
14. Yeah, as far as you can tell, being genuine about it.
Would
Secret
you
code.
would you mind if maybe we stopped here for the evening to rest? Would that be all right with you to share the cave?
Yes, by all means.
Great.
You don't seem too much of a threat. Please help yourself to some warmth. Help yourself to some meats. We won't be here for too long.
Back at the wagon,
Yeah.
I'm like, they've been gone a really long time. Should we go in, or should we just?
Yeah, let's
Charlie
go.
starts to get up. Says, right, let's go catch these bastards.
Yeah, we're just gonna slowly amble.
So, yeah,
Play cool.
which... Like... whatever.
Yep.
Okay, we
Go
approach
follow.
the tunnel.
As you guys get to the tunnel, it's not even bothering to be stealthy. There's a couple of other figures. As Adric looks over.
So we were trying to be careful before.
Hey guys!
Hey!
Oh my goodness! It's our friends.
Yeah.
We haven't seen you for days. We
What?
feared the worst. We thought you might have been dead.
Hey,
Well-
Tobias, you can't bullshit a bullshitter.
That seems
Don't know what that
so
means.
out of our best interest. It's not even funny. But okay.
Wow.
I mean, I've always been a little dead, but I am glad somebody's worried about me.
Mm-hmm.
You're a funny little man. Is your friends, I take it?
Yes, we were. I was trying to protect them just in case you were not friendly.
I can understand
This
this.
place makes us cautious.
Yeah, it should. It was smart. Well done.
Appreciate your understanding.
Yes, please, come. My name is Adric. These are my friends. And he kind of goes around before they all now get up now that as there's more of a crowd coming by. Charlie Booker's sauntering around the rest of you. As they pass around, there's another Goliath who has a couple of bones like pierced through his nostril, and he's got like some tattoos that kind of lead down his eye. Both the males are bald for the most part. Some of the hair is coming across. There's two females, one of which has like a whole like adornment of what looks like massive feathers that has kind of been stitched to her hair as it sort of falls back. And she's a very impressive woman, and she stands like the tallest out of the four. She introduces herself as Sasha out of the group. The other female inside the group is Bora, who's she's got like much kind of like shorter hair that just seems to be prepped for a lot of the winter. She's adorned head to toe in tattoos. Face down to her knuckles, every bit of skin that you can see has some kind of tattoos all along her body. And of course there's Adric, who's still very tall. All of these individuals are brawny and like just they immediately look like extremely capable individuals. Goliaths are very large humanoids, like around about 7 to 8 feet, some in cases some even 9 feet.
So even bigger than Charlie.
Bigger than Charlie. But as Charlie approaches, or whatever, they take immediate interest in him. Says, "Well, you've got a You're a big lad? He says, hello, sir. My name's Charlie Booker from Charlie Booker Security Emporium. It is a pleasure to meet you, provided that you are not providing any sort of hostile effects to me or my friends. That was a long sentence. Thank you. Begging your pardon, now that I'm seeing the rest of you, perhaps we could inquire a challenge.
A challenge?
Yes, we've been walking through the snow for quite some time, and company amongst each other is a little bit scarce. It's been a while since we've seen some folk. There are some of you that seem physically able. What do you say to a bit of fun,
Can we hear more about this challenge before we agree?
I'm on board.
Alright. Sasha, and Sasha sort of just opens up her robe and she pulls out a little piece of like bone dye. And she pulls out one. And she walks over to you, and she's this large woman is just kind of staring down at you before she says, the hands, please. And you plop it in, she drops a little bone dye inside your hand. She says, roll it. Rolls across the board. Go ahead and roll me a d4. Yeah, actually use this one, because it's bigger, like a Goliath.
Yeah. One.
A 1? Says, well, he looks meaty. You look like you're pretty strong. A tug of war it is. And they get up, and all four of them immediately just start walking towards the exit, the original entrance. As out of their satchel, one just pulls up a really large and thick rope. As they start watching, Adrian turns to the rest of you and he says, well, come along.
I don't mind being a spectator.
Wonderful. Charlie's like, oh, seems like fun. Why not? And he starts watching on through, and eventually this is on, and just you can see them peeking through the other entrance over there with the Tyrus and Pepe, who are currently looking off the SEPA. So, as you guys are able to communicate with them at some point, who wants to participate? One, two. Charlie's like, oh, absolutely. Yeah. So, as you guys get there, and the rope is stretched across the snow on the other side. The four kind of get along to this 50-foot thick rope onto their side of it all before they look to the rest of you guys lot. And this is it just you? Your friends are more than welcome to compete. We do not mind being outnumbered.
Sure. Why not? I guess I could help.
Comes for a little bit. Says, hey, that's a cute kitty. Does Kitty want to play as well?
I either have any hands.
Alright.
I know, it's a little
Let's see.
disappointing.
Very well. Winner gets bragging rights.
Great bragging rights. Yeah, that
Yes.
seems.
The greatest of all.
Like that.
Yeah. That's interesting.
We should get Pepe to use teeth. The stakes are pretty high.
Sure. Yeah.
Alright. So, as you guys grab your side
Yeah,
of the rope,
Mm-hmm.
what's the order?
And be front.
In front, pull up.
shove Charlie out of the way.
Charlie immediately goes to the back. And he's like, what? I'll be the anchor.
I suppose that makes sense.
And he kind of hides it under the back.
Yeah,
He seems
whatever.
extremely excited. He's pumped. He's like, ooh, yay.
He's still bleeding.
He's still pretty fucked up, but he's pumped. His arms and his hands are wrapped, but he's excited. Alright, so,
I'll
where's
be
it
in
one?
front of Charlie.
So you're going to be in front of Charlie, right? So we got Charlie at the rear, and we got Donna.
I'll be as close to the front as I can be.
Alright, then we got Borla and Gwen,
I'll be behind Gwen.
and then Tobias, and then Tyrus, and then Pepe is going to hop at the back and try to grab the back end of the rope with his mouth. Alright, so this is how this is going to go.
As soon as we start, Borla is raging.
Alrighty, so I got me. my handy dandy stats in front of me. Everyone get your character sheets ready. As we are going to do group strength rolls. As you guys watch, like almost in like just in an instinctual pattern, the four of them. Edric is at the front, Sasha's at the back, with Bora and Grim inside the middle. They grab these ropes tight, and as you're grabbing the rope, there's a big decline as it goes into Borla's hands.
Oh,
You basically
yeah.
hold it like a sword to try to keep it at the same height as everyone else.
That's a difficult angle.
Alright. Alright. So as they start to grip it off, there's a brief little moment. Dazan takes the hands to be host at some point before he holds the middle, and then raises his hands before... Go! And you guys immediately start to feel that rope tighten as these massive Goliaths start pulling the rope on other ends. I'm going to need a strength roll
Just a
from
strength
everybody.
check.
Yes, which is going to be a strength score. So D20, and then add or subtract your strength scores.
Or, yeah. And I am going to... Borla yells out a war cry, rages, and will get advantage. Well,
Can we use spells?
rage.
Or no, we're just pulling it out of hand.
I mean, you're currently pulling with your hands, so you are going to use the strength thing. If you want to try sneak a spell in, fuck yeah, let's have
I
fun.
would like to try to sneak a spell in. But I don't
Alrighty.
think anyone will notice.
2, 4, so that's 2. Alrighty. So, what we got around the board?
21.
21? Woohoo! Just as you're raging, you start to see like ghosts start to like grab the empty pots and start pulling it.
Wow.
Adric and the Gluts are just laughing. They're just like, yes! As they start pulling it. So, we got a 21.
11.
11, okay.
Yeah, it was a little disappointing.
That's
It'd be a lot
something.
worse.
8.
8.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
Nicholas. Alright. He's helping, you're helping. What we got?
13.
13,
I
okay.
got Tyrus. And Pepe.
Yeah, that's right. We got to
He's
roll
so
for
strong.
Tyrus and Pepe real
And
quick.
Charlotte Hooper.
And Charlie
And
Buka.
Charlie Booker! Alright, I know Charlie's stats. He's gonna be... Okay. And... Shame Pepe's helping. He's a thing of dirt. Alrighty. So, I'm gonna need my calculator and everything. Ooh, this is fun! 1 plus 8 plus 13 plus 30, 20 plus 15 plus 4. Alrighty. Give me 1 sec here. Alright. As you guys start unlocking the ghosts and everything pulling, and little Pepe at the back, and Charlie's just as he starts pulling, you guys start to feel some leeway as you guys are pulling these 4 giant glides through the snow. There's a moment where Edric just kind of smirks before he's like, finally. And they start pulling back. Another strength roll from everybody else as we go to round 2.
This is a hilarious battle.
Not to shoot myself in the foot, but this is kind of like combat rounds where I would lose my rage if I don't take damage or something.
No, you're using your rage like strenuously. Is how I would see it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I will attack against them in a way. Okay.
Yeah. I think we're gonna count
Thank
it.
you, Dan.
Yeah. It's,
Thank you, Dan.
thank you, DM.
I have. Are you looking at me?
Natural fucking 20.
Oh!
Wow.
Damn, man, and these guys are rolling really well.
What else is strong? I got a 19.
Oh shit, nice.
I cared this round, but not the last one.
Okay, well they rolled pretty well, so let's see where this goes.
23 total.
23, fuck me.
Natural 20.
19, twice.
5.
You're trying, bro. You're doing a tug of war Goliaths.
Hello.
9.
9, okay.
Strain your wrist.
Alright. And then, Pepe. Come on, Pepe. Hey, Pepe did it right this time. Alright, let's see what they got.
I'm swinging my elbows too much. am I?
No, you're good.
Boiler's really into this.
I know, I'm like, can I?
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
No one will know.
As they're pulling it, you guys start to feel they're just increasing their strength and their resistance. However, as Bola just pulls it up. There's a moment where Tobias, your feet just kind of slip on the snow. You're kind of dangling on the rope before you're able to get yourself back up. And between all of you guys, you pull them one step closer to Dazan's hand as we move over to the third round.
Come on.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Oh.
We can do this. There's so many of us.
Oh no, you're both rolling so poorly. That's alright, it happens.
No, it doesn't. We have to win this.
Alrighty.
This is for bragging rights.
Yeah, indeed it is.
Sure.
What we got?
18.
18.
16.
16.
5.
5! You're doing it!
Dirty 20.
Oh,
Oh.
shit! Okay.
Nice. Excellent.
That's...
The bugbear meat sustained her.
Oh, Tyrus also got a dirty 20.
Nice.
Hey, Tyrus is running around. Hey, so did Pepe!
Holy shit.
Hey.
Alright, yeah, so once again, they're pulling extremely strong, but between all of you just able to push them through it, it's getting increasingly closer to their end, and they're starting to like rage. The veins are pulsing out of their bodies as they start pulling it out. We're gonna go to our what could be
It could be.
our last round. Everybody go ahead and roll me your strength checks.
Oh,
There we go.
Solid.
good for
Cocked.
you.
Oof.
Big oof for me.
Oof, okay, this is gonna be tough for y'all, I'm sure. What we got?
22.
22.
5.
5.
I do
17.
17! Alright!
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20!
Oh my
Christ!
God.
Bessie Joe. That's it for you. And that's just not good. That. And then Pepe. Yay, Pepe!
Math.
I know, math! That's all D&D is, it's just fun math. Guys, start to grip it in, and Tobias has had enough at this point, as you just find a perfect foothold for your feet in, and just start pulling it out, and between all grip it underneath your one arm and just for a little bit. Boiler is just raging, and the rest of the ghosts are just kind of pushing. There's some of them that have got their like hands on your guys' shoulders and heads and like pushing the back of you. Charlie is just like his mustache is just waving from like the ghosts that are flaming about. Some of your blood is starting to like come out of your hands just from the sheer grip of it, and you're just starting to feel like as it seeps in, it's just making you stronger. Bringing about a strange experience for you as you're actually feeling your muscles like tense.
Terrible.
And it's a strange feeling, like your shoulders are locking up as you're just pulling it out before they start gaining some room on you guys before they've tumbled down to the ground at Dazan's feet. Before Daisy raises up his hand and he says, "The good people, the winners!"
Yeah, bragging rights. Math.
The strong
Math.
people.
That was good.
The good
Edric picks himself up out of the snow, brushes his face, says, "That was good!" And he reaches and picks up Borla off of your feet as this giant around hugs you and says, "That was some of the most fun we've had out here in a long time!"
Oh, wow.
Me
Oh
too.
God, this was
Really sweaty.
this was good. Do we have something to give them? Before Grim himself just kind of like takes off a necklace, and there's some large teeth. On him, kind of looks a little small, but as he starts to hand it off to, I guess, Borla, you being inside the front, teeth are significantly larger inside your hands. As he holds off the rest of his necklace, he says, "You come across any other Goliaths from the Wormwood clan, please let them know. This was from us. They'll understand."
Cool.
You want to
So
hold on to
cute,
that,
too.
Laura?
Yeah.
Sure, does it?
It looks great on you.
Looks good.
Yeah, I think it's so cute.
Bones are big.
Yeah, the fairly sizable is this large, sort of like almost like
Do they
talon-like
make
fangs.
noise?
Can we tell what
Yeah,
it
kind of
is
is actually.
from?
Click.
Roll me a nature check.
Let's see what I know about nature. 16?
16. Yeah, you recognize these actually.
I recognize these.
Like the crag cats you guys fought.
They're like crag
It
cats.
is.
The ones we
Oh,
fought.
right, yeah, we killed a few of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, oh, good. That doesn't surprise me. You guys are pretty strong.
We are.
Also, we totally killed that troll. Sorry. I'd say it.
Yeah, that exact one.
Yeah, it was badass.
This makes sense.
Yeah.
This makes lots of sense.
Glad you got some use out of it. We
I was keeping that in so much. I wanted to tell you it was great.
You are.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, you have certainly earned your right to boast about it. Not
Yeah.
an easy feat. We will be keeping the heart, unfortunately.
That's
We're gonna drag your name in the mud everywhere we go. Guess who we beat? Guess what? You're really gonna play it up.
we're not gonna
All
do
right.
that.
We're bragging.
Yeah,
bragging,
We're not gonna
huh?
do that. No.
Bragging rights.
Nope.
she's
I love to brag.
she's only been alive for a
She
couple
is
of weeks.
definitely a
It's going
very
good.
wretch in future.
Yes.
Ah,
If you ever
right.
find yourselves out towards the Wormwood camps, we'll have a rematch there.
Very
One
much.
more chance.
Oh, it starts to like kind of direct you through the snow and
Like hold up the map and like
Yeah.
point
oh,
at the map.
got it. And then he
It's a little tiny map. in
he
his
gestures and
hands.
he plunks his finger down over there before you're able to mark it, and I'll update your map for. It is quite a distance away from
Oh,
the
yeah.
towns, but yeah.
So
Yeah,
you,
you get so far.
you've come a long way for this
Hunting.
hunt.
Probably
Yeah.
won't ever visit.
Oh yes, no. Good hunts will take several days.
Hmm.
Yes, we have plenty to feed back at the house. So the Sky Tower takes a lot of caring to do it, to grow strong, and that is the point.
Sky Tower.
Hi, that's where we're from.
Literal
This
or
guy
more
thought-
like a cute metaphor?
Oh, it's a name.
Oh, okay,
Mm,
so it's not
yes.
in the sky.
It's not a tower that is in the sky,
No,
literally.
a large kind of mountain piece.
Mm.
Yes, it's where we train our griffins to fly.
You,
They don't
We
just
have
do that.
griffins.
Mm-hmm. We raised them as young.
Wow.
wow.
Sasha's
she's
sister,
an
in
alpha?
fact, is the one that caretakes the young ones to learn.
That's cute.
It's a cute process where they have to learn, their freedom of flying and overcoming their fears. So keeping them well fed
Yeah.
is good for us. Helps keep the rivals at bay.
How can I get a griffin?
I mean, you know what? Judging from what you guys have done, taming one wouldn't be out of your guys'
I like to hear that. You make me feel great. Thank you.
certainly earned.
Oh. Bragging rights feels great.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but this tuggy tug made me tired.
Right. I'm a
Phrase
bit-
it like that, I'm sure.
I am a bit spent. No.
Phrase it like that either.
Should we get some rest? Maybe. Finally.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we set up our camp near you?
Oh, we will be honored. Please, let us down tonight.
Great.
At that point, you guys back to the original area inside the cabin's kind of place, and eventually the wagon comes and joins, kind of just cutting off the rest of the wind that would be cutting off into the circle. It kind of just makes the area we are just a little more habitable. The Goliaths don't seem to notice any bit of a difference, as they're just perfectly comfortable with like low amount of clothing inside this cold weather.
A
But
hoe never gets cold.
what's that?
A hoe never gets cold? Me, never mind. I'm hanging out with you people.
Yeah, but you guys get a campfire going for the most part, as Dizzy is still kind of doing his best to kind of just check up on Sipo for the most part. He has slid the ring onto Quintus's finger well in advance now, as there's just one. Quintus is just kind of sitting around, not being dead around the Goliaths.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so guys got a fire going. There's currently ice troll being cooked, but Charlie does the usual opening up of the wagon as the one side of it just kind of opens up, providing some sort of cover, and then more access to your rations, your bedrolls, and everything else. At this point, the Goliaths are cooking the majority of their food, and they're kind of giving each other shit. Grim and Charlie have gotten into a bit of a playful wrestling match, as they start to like arm wrestle, and now and then Charlie's like, "Oh mate, let me show you something I learned from a big fella out inside Mirabai." And he starts showing him like some moves, and they're just kind of sharing wrestling moves
Throwing
and
around like pizza.
discussing stories. Yeah,
I love that.
and so yeah, that's just kind of the activity that's happening.
Borla's
This guy's being dudes.
showing off tattoos to the other tattooed Bora or whatever it was.
Yes, Bora.
Yeah. Name being similar is interesting. Also, both having some interesting
Bora,
tattoos.
Borla.
You're gonna be comparing tattoos and scars probably.
Great. Yeah. Yeah. It's she basically her description of it all is accomplishments.
Yeah.
So it's things of like just successfully being the best at hunting, and you get an idea that the competition is inside these guys' blood.
Yeah.
And then there are some more other grim scars that she keeps like along her clavicle and even down through to her chest is scars of a rival Goliath. But that she describes to you is like these are the ones that they've killed all along the sides. But for the most part, that's what you can. Does anybody else have any kind of camp activities that they would like to get booked? You guys have books and such.
Sitting by the fire, just kind of watching everyone interact with each other and whittling.
I'll just sit for some time by yourself. I'm sorry, that's going to be loud on the speakers. Sit for some time as the fire cackles. It's grown in size now, and as the Goliaths just kind of added some things together along with yourself. Nataris and Pepe are at this point sharing a drink with Grim by the fire and kind of just discussing like survival and navigation and things like that. And Nataris is just kind of checking his knowledge and making sure he knows, that kind of thing. As the two of them just seem to talk for a little bit. But anything else from the rest of you?
Getting this weird feeling where it's hard to keep my eyes open. And I feel drunk. I don't know what to do about it, so I'm just gonna lay down on the floor now for a while. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. And strange, different sense of comfort as your head hits something soft, and you start to feel like actual warmth from like the fire and being comforted. And then as you start to slowly drift, like in your dizzying image, you see your friends, some of them being jolly, some of them talking, just kind of collectively all together before. First time in as far as you remembered,
So great.
you whipped off to sleep.
That's just relaxing.
And you guys notice now, Gwen is fast asleep.
I snore very loud.
I was gonna be kind of weird without going to bed with her staring at me all creepy like.
Aww, you miss me.
Well, it's cute, I suppose. Kind of staring at the snoring elf.
I kick like a dog. I have a dream. Ooh.
Huh. Anyway, I'll go to bed.
Yeah, as you same kind of complex. Almost immediately as she hits the ground, pulls out.
It's a long tug of war.
For Edric kind of gets up and he's like, I guess I'll keep first watch. And then he heads out towards the part of the tunnel that isn't kind of blocked, looking out towards the expanse, and he's just kind of by the wagon. And even as the cold wind just sort of like some of the pelts that are on him doesn't show like the wind is affecting him too much, and he just kind of keeps his eye out. And I'll make his roll for him. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Keeps a well-weathered eye for the front end. Even the rest of the camp expanse before the other Goliaths kind of get up. Sasha eventually turns to you and just says, if you're looking for a long night's sleep, we can, handle the watch. But if you want us to wake you, anyone of you up, just let us know. It'll be the four of us first. Sasha eventually just curls up almost in like a meditative stance. As she closes her eyes, you guys notice there's a pair of tattoos that have been tattooed over her eyelids. But there's a moment where you feel her just as she just sort of falls into a sleep in some way. Grim is at this point very drunk on some of the booze that you guys have shared, and yeah, he's kind of just lying on the dirt on the ground, just fast asleep. And then Bora herself has also just kind of at this point kind of curled up, kind of close to Edric in case he needs her. And she's sort of drifted off to sleep. Dizzy grabs a little bedroll for a little bit, and he puts one up next to you. He says, "Well, makes sense that we cuddle up together for our first time," and then wraps himself up before puts his head down, and there's a brief moment of like, it's gonna happen soon, I'm sure. Anytime now. Okay. For fuck's sake. He kind of gets himself a little bit more comfortable, a little more warm, before he like kind of just rolls over like in a worm inside his blanket before sleep eventually does take him for the first time. In his experience. That's not a specific memory. Krentos as well is even uglier when he sleeps. He's just kind of drifting out. But yeah, the large ugly man does find sleep. And leaving, I guess, the two of you who are still awake for anything else that you want to do. If you want to do.
I'm just watching everyone sleep. I'm not feeling tired at all. And I'm not hurt, so I don't need more than a couple hours probably.
Sure.
So I can take second watch if the first Goliath wants me to.
Sure. I mean, you mentioned watch Ataris cuddle up into a bedroll and Pepe does the cat's thing, spins it around before sinks.
I love that thing.
Yeah. Tobias, what about yourself, sir?
I just look at Donner. And then I go to my bedroll and go to sleep.
Yeah, sleep takes in. Staring for some time, eventually Adric turns around and he does come back towards the camp. And he notices you that you're awake and says, "You don't need sleep like your friends."
I'm not tired at all.
I didn't do that.
Are you tired?
Oh yes, no, not as young as I used to be.
Well, why don't you rest and I'll take the second watch.
Alright. That sounds good. Feel free to wake any one of us up if you don't want to bother your friends.
Thank you.
Alright. They won't be too far. As he goes in. He passes by a boarder who was nearby and just gives her a quick glance before he settles down close to the fire and then just kind of leans back into the dirt. And then puts his hands like in front of his chest before the large elderly Goliath just kind of, his large chest just kind of sinks into sleep. And yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
5.
You don't notice too much going on for the rest of that. I guess your mind might be elsewhere. But yeah, for the most part, it goes unimpeded. But there is a moment where you are starting to feel the tire from the day, and your emotion starts to get draining. So, who would you like to wake up for your shift?
I'll wake up. Who's the? I guess a Tyrus or if anyone else wants to wake up.
Sure.
Yes, volunteer.
And so maybe retires. Okay then. He gets up. He scratches Pepe for a little bit before Pepe just gets up and just does the cat stretch. Before the two of them, Ataris mentions to you, he's like, we can talk in the future if we ever need it.
Thank you.
Sorry if previous reputations is hard to get past. He puts this large claw-like hand on your shoulder before him and Pepe walk outside and they take the watch. Okay. That's a good watch. As you cuddle into the rest of the bed amongst everybody inside this cabin's area, eventually sleep takes you. And you guys eventually find yourselves waking up to, once again, the aurora crackling in the sky, preventing dusk from ever. No, it's preventing dawn from ever spreading out over the snow and the ice. As now a large, whispering aurora covers the sky, leaving it still dark, albeit a little bit green. And eventually, you guys all wake on up into the morning. The fire is whittled down for a little bit before Sasha comes back from her watch. She says, "Good morning. I got one of you this." She holds up a rabbit.
Oh. We could split it. We could all split it.
I'll clean it.
Yeah.
The
Passes
hatchet.
it. Genius job. Right. That's what the Goliaths start to collect themselves as they kind of wake themselves up. Charlie's, what? All right. He gets up, leaving you guys to go about your morning routines however you so wish. But if there's nothing anybody wants to mention right off the bat, then the wagon is ready, heading out to the Easthaven as the Goliaths who are. Yep, notice you guys start to load up your wagon and get ready for the travels ahead. Edric eventually.
How was sleeping?
I was a little scary at first because I thought I was dying, but then I woke up and I feel great and my body hurts less.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
How it goes? Yeah.
How was sleeping for you guys? Same? Do you get scared every
She
time
does.
or that goes away?
It goes away.
Goes away.
Yeah.
It's pretty terrifying for a
I
second
haven't
there.
been scared of sleep in at least a century.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're old.
Well, old.
How old am I?
We don't know.
We don't have any idea.
You don't look very old.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you don't look a century. I mean, you look like maybe,
Well, for a dwarf, I think I do.
I don't know any other dwarves but you look great.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're a great looking bunch. Anyway, I walk over to the very large Goliath and
Yeah.
extend my hand in gratitude.
This larger hand just kind of comes up, but it isn't. And although you can feel his strength, he doesn't do the asshole
Great.
squeeze kind of thing.
Thank you for
Is
everything.
that an asshole thing to do?
Like, you know when they do that, like,
When you
crush your hand thing, they're like, look how strong I am, and I shake your hand, that bullshit.
I definitely do that.
Yeah, but you're just really strong.
power stance.
So.
Or maybe it's just cute. When Alright.
But yeah, as you squeeze, feel a large squeeze. Tobias Kinsley, it was a pleasure. If you ever come to the Sky Tower, you'll be amongst friends.
Thank you.
Be safe on your journeys, friends. As the guys watch the rest of the Goliaths start to venture off further out into the distance, leaving you guys to trek through the wilderness yet again on your second day of travel. Back towards Easthaven. Actually, no, let's do this. Why don't one of you guys roll me a D4?
Want to do it? You should do it.
Sure.
Roll a
Why I
d4,
decided
baby.
Flew off 4.
that.
A 4?
Could be really bad.
What does that mean?
And then I will need someone to roll me a D8 for the fuck of it.
Do it.
That's how many dragons we're gonna fight.
Oh, I know. 5.
5 dragons.
5?
Many dragons.
Okay.
Holy shit, that is a lot of dragons.
The weather starts to look a little shitty as you guys start to. The wind has kind of picked up, and although not a blizzard, it has certainly inhibited visibility for the most part. However, you are traveling with a ranger in his favorite terrain, so you're never really lost. And Taurus is able to navigate for the most part. It does, however, slow your progress back home towards Easthaven. There's a brief moment as you're traveling through the snow, however, that you're able to start making out kind of like figures as it blows around you. I'd like everybody to roll me a perception check if they're keeping an eye out as you're traveling, or if there's anything else anyone would like to do.
8. Terrible. 8.
8.
No.
That's passive. Where's my regular one? Oh.
14, okay.
Oof.
21.
21.
4.
4, and I guess I'll roll 4. Oh shit, okay. So with Ataris and Tobias, the two of you are able to ascertain what's old tree, what's mounds, what's old crag and rock, and old river, etc. There is one figure inside this weather. You notice it isn't natural. It almost seems to be like, I mean, you rolled a natural 20 and you got a 21. You get an idea that it almost looks like a hunched over figure, standing really still inside the snow. Maybe about 40, between 40 and 60 feet in front of you. It's hard to peer through this window, but between you and Nataris, you guys are able to discuss for the most part there. But it almost looks like a figure, almost like hunched over, like curved like a sea.
Tyrus, do you think we should investigate that?
I don't know, perhaps we just let everyone else know. Last time I said investigate, we came across the truth.
That's a good point. Guys, there seems to be a lone hunched over figure about 60 feet off in that direction. Can you see him?
Why are people traveling out here? Why are we always running into
They're probably dead.
creatures?
It's probably a dead person. Which
Oh.
I respect. as a
Frozen
person.
in that shape?
Well, we did see the one person in the shed that was frozen like that, but that was Sefik, so...
At the risk of... I mean, maybe we should see if someone in need of aid.
I think we should stop because it might be fun and cool.
There's always
If
that.
it's dead, I could reanimate. Huh?
Whoa.
Huh?
There's always that.
You could do
You
that.
couldn't you can do it to yourself?
I don't know what I am. I'm an abomination.
I mean,
And on that note,
we can keep moving, but I vote we
Check it out.
investigate.
Alright. I suppose.
yeah, this could be
It
a
went
new
okay
friend.
with the Goliaths. Everything else is mostly trying to kill us, but sure.
Make friends. That's what we do.
All right.
Let's do it.
So, say that way.
Add to our menagerie of friends. Sure, let's go.
Alright.
Ow.
Good.
As you guys
Terrible.
get a little bit closer, you do notice that the tassels and everything that's kind of blowing over this figure that has collected quite a bit of snow with this bad weather. It is indeed a humanoid figure that is just seems to be slouching, not moving other than the wind and the snow, just blowing the tatters that are on its clothes.
Does it even appear to be alive? Or just
Roll me,
Stuck in place.
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
frozen in place?
Like I said,
14.
yeah, no, that will fine.
If it's medicine, it's lower. 14.
14 from this distance, it's kind of hard to ascertain. It is still covered with a large amount of like robes, is what it looks like. But just with it being hunched over and collecting inside the snow, it's too hard to tell from where you're at. You can tell that it is not moving, however.
Can I fire a crossbow arrow directly next to it?
See if it
Like on the
reacts.
ground?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, roll me a d20.
Got it.
Piss it off, whatever it is.
Damn somebody in the leg.
At this point, you're probably about maybe 20 feet away from this
Yeah.
thing. Unless you guys want to move, adjust
What-
that before this happens, it's up to you.
Before this happened.
Yeah, look, because I mean, that's where you guys were
Happen?
standing before you decided it.
Yeah.
So it's up to you if you want to.
Boiler was gonna like hop out, take out her sword, and just kind of cautiously approach as the crossbow bolt flies past.
What do we get?
12.
Oh.
It bounces off of the ground for the most part until you start to feel
They pissed it off.
the ground underneath you slowly starts to rumble before shifting unexpectedly quickly.
Tobias, what did you
The
do?
snow underneath it starts to drift as this body that is kind of hunched over starts to, staying whole and still, is lifted several feet from this massive snow mound, and as it does, the snow starts to drift off as this large reptilian head with a long curl, like from the age of it all, as a gargantuan white dragon
Oh fuck!
with spear white eyes
I was joking.
lifts his head up and starts to peer around before these large wings lift the snow, tossing over the rest of you. Its wingspan is most likely bigger than anything you encountered, giant included. This is a massive, ancient creature as snow comes toppling over everybody. I need everyone to roll me a dexterity saving roll.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I fucked up.
oh
This
my
is a bad
god.
choice.
You're gonna get advantage.
Yeah,
For
it
this.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. What have we got?
18.
18.
18.
18.
20.
20.
Wow.
10. All of you, including the wagon, are blanketed by snow.
What,
The
do we have
challenge.
to roll for that?
Yep.
It's
As
an
this-
ancient dragon, it's like 24 or some bullshit.
You guys are just hit by this blankets of snow. You guys start to feel the weight of being trapped underneath this massive amount of snow before you feel this massive thing that shakes you down to your bones. This force as this takes off inside the air before you guys are able to get some sort of sense of where you are at. You just see this massive wingspan take off into the air.
Stay absolutely still.
Do not move. Stay underneath the snow if you have
Just
to.
gripping onto my sword.
Alright.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Stay
coward.
still.
Cool.
I obviously have
Cower.
some pretty hardcore PTSD right now.
The one that, in comparison from your past, this one's maybe twice, 3 times the size.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
I am just paralyzed with fear. Just like completely.
As it starts to circle around and spring about. There's a brief moment where those massive wings clap inside the storm, and all you guys can hear for a while, accompanying the wind and the like the wind and the freezing cold, howling about you, is this large sound that almost deafens your ears with each. Before
God, who gave him symbols?
as far as you guys can tell, it has disappeared.
That was really close.
Pull myself up out of some yellow snow.
Sorry, friends.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You okay?
I'm sorry. Can I just like walk and get into the wagon and like close it?
Sure.
Like just close myself off.
You guys see Tobias just disappear into the wagon. Before Charlie pulls up for the snow. He's like, what the fuck was that? Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah, I heard
Did you
it.
not see that?
Oh no, I was underneath there, and he just was just a massive mound of snow. He was able to like actually dig himself free before he like immediately goes, oh fuck, and he runs and he just starts like digging the dogs out before Tyrus hops up. Even Pepe is like digging through the snow as they start to like free the dogs and just check on the hounds for a little bit. There's a brief moment where you guys see this like figure sort of rise up as Krintos like starts to look around. And like almost underneath it in the perfect kind of mound of snow is Design's little head poke up. And he's like, was that what I thought it was?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So many secrets out here in the snow.
Yeah, we are never gonna help strangers again. That sucked.
Okay, next time we see anything weird, we should probably just go past.
Just gotta keep walking. Don't talk to anybody.
I'm just not
Yeah.
so many things on this trip that are bigger than me. I'm not used to this. Oh fuck. Let's go. I need to get back to a town real quick. Alright, let's go. Super, you're right, mate. As he climbs in and he sees you just kind of chilled in a little bit. He says, you're right, you're right, mate. Super, you okay? You're right. Alright, we're gonna get you back. Right, everyone just stay calm. Everyone just stay calm! Okay, everyone, I'm calm! Everyone is calm! And we're gonna leave right now. And he gets up and he starts dusting off the dogs for a little bit, and he's like talking to them. He's like, just a little bit longer, right? Just a little bit longer, and we're gonna get home, right? Everyone okay? We're all ready to go?
Yeah.
Right, let's get on the fucking wagon before he starts throwing everyone Quintus, and Quintus is just like onto it before he starts mushing the hounds, and everyone's starting to take off towards Easthaven, leaving you guys a full few hours of travel before the snow and the winds eventually start to leave you as the ground starts becoming less kind of naturalized and rocky and hilly to accompany more of the close around wilderness that you guys have explored from town to town. It starts to become a little bit more level. The dead trees are starting to be left behind you as you guys slowly but surely in the distance notice Easthaven getting a little bit closer and closer from the horizon.
I'm this close to regretting coming up here. Like this close.
Yeah, every time you think this place can't get more terrible, it's much more terrible.
Like, was it too rash a decision? It's a lot less cold where I came from. And less giant white dragons and lantern zombies, evil ice gods.
Yeah, and
Not
like
so
just
much.
the regular trolls and stuff here too, and all the polar bears.
Don't get me wrong, it's exciting.
Yeah.
But fuck this place.
Yeah. This place is really terrible.
It's alright back there, Tobias. Still catatonic.
Huh? Yeah, fine, thanks. Sorry, yeah, I agree. We probably shouldn't investigate things in the future. Sorry.
What a little neat though. A little bit.
It was beautiful.
I mean, if I can be perfectly honest, this is that Daisy kind of picks up. He's like, I was very interested. That was quite the sight my creator never saw one in person. So this is.
I don't know if any of us have.
Maybe from a distance in the future, though. That was a bit close. Just.
I've seen one before.
A dragon?
Oh yeah.
Elaborate.
Wasn't that dragon, was it?
I don't know.
Do you know that?
Could have been. It was the same color, but bigger. So maybe when I encountered it, it was younger. Not sure. There's nothing interesting about a dragon.
I mean, I would certainly disagree, but I don't want to.
Well, you've only been alive for a day, so what the fuck do you know?
It's fair.
A fair point, actually. Yeah, no, I get that.
It's a wee bit harsh. Do you? Don't want to. Never mind. It's fine.
You lived, huh?
Why does the dragon upset you so much?
Aside from the obvious.
Right, big and like.
Impending doom, yeah.
I love upsetting you.
See, now what I'm about to do, maybe some of us should take note of. I'm going to be forthright and honest with you. This isn't the first time I've been part of a group of adventurers. In fact, the last time I commissioned a bunch of adventurers to let me lead them on a campaign to find a dragon and remove its head to impress my father. This led us to encounter a white dragon, the rarest of dragons. Everyone died except for me. It was my fault, my own ego, hubris. I got a lot of people killed who didn't deserve to die, and for whatever reason that I can't really figure out, I survived. And now, even as I do everything I can to try to be a good person and help people, I still almost got all of you killed with my brash decision to investigate. And for that I am truly sorry. The last thing I want is for any of you to get hurt because of me. So I don't think I should make any decisions from here on out. Maybe I should just follow.
You just got there first. I was about to go poke at it too.
Yeah, we're all kind of dumb, so
Thanks.
well, you know.
And sounds like with the last one, I mean, it was the dragon that killed them. You can't carry that shit around.
They wouldn't have done something as stupid as fighting a dragon if I hadn't had convinced them to do so. And they'd still be alive.
I mean, did you know what you were getting into? How dangerous it was?
Yes. I had been warned by the leader of our party several times how dangerous it was, but he couldn't say no to the money I was giving him. None of them could. So, anyway, that's why I'm here, because one of the people in that party was my father's mistress. And from what I hear, my dad's not too happy with me that I got her killed. So last I heard, he wanted me dead, and he was paying a lot of money to bounty hunters all over the land to find me and kill me. Or, I think for better pay, bring me in alive so he could do it himself. Which is why I escaped here to Icewind Dale, the farthest I could get from him. And I thought I was doing a good job at hiding, but then turns out that he's known where I've been all along, and it's only a matter of time before he catches me.
Well, for what it's worth, I know you based on what you've done with us, and the bounty hunter's gonna have to try pretty damn hard to take you. You don't seem that careless to me. We learn from our mistakes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, maybe old Tobias made a lot of mistakes, but I don't know him. I know this Tobias who's kind and good and who makes the best decisions he can at the time. And we all signed up to be adventurers, and maybe to die more. But if I'm doing it for the right reasons, if I know that a friend is genuinely thinking that this could help somebody, I mean, you did it because some of us didn't want to help somebody lost in the snow. I think that's the right reason to maybe do the wrong thing.
That's when Pepe just sort of hops onto your lap with you and just nuzzles you for a little bit. As Tyrus leans over and reminds you, it's like, I have this one because of you.
Pepe's the boss. Pepe's our leader, so
Mm-hmm.
she's judged you worthy.
Thanks, guys.
For whatever it's worth, I came to Icewind Dale for a much more shameful reason. I just lost a fight, and I'm not used to losing, so I left.
You lost like one fight
Yeah,
ever, and you just
lost
like,
a bar
abandoned
fight.
your life.
Yeah,
A bar fight.
pretty much.
Okay.
I had a security company, and you guys are all familiar with it. It's Charlie's Security Emporium, and I was doing alright. I was hopping from town to town, made it out to Boulder's Gate at one point, and lost a fight. And then,
Came to the Arctic tundra.
yeah, just kind of left everything behind. So for whatever it's worth, people have done what you did for less, and I hope that speaks more to your fortitude, sir, than it does to my
Bar fight skills.
yes, less to my detriment and more to acknowledgement of your fortitude. So, for whatever it's worth.
It's worth a lot, Charlie. Thank you.
I think a lot of us are here because we're running away from shit. Escaping from our past or lack thereof.
Why would anyone else ever live here
Yeah.
if we didn't have to?
Good point.
It's terrible here.
All right.
It's really bad.
I appreciate all the kind words. I will also say that if knowing that information about me, if any of you, if there's even a single person in the party who feels like I shouldn't be here, I will gladly part ways with you when we reach. Where the hell are we going? Easthaven.
Right.
That's right. Like I said, the last thing I want is for any of you to get killed because of me. So.
Don't care what your past is, what you've done, just what you do. I have plenty of reasons not to like humans, but you seem alright.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, I mean, we all have pasts. I don't even know my past. All I know is the actions that I choose to do today and the choices that I can make in the moment.
That is a incredibly profound thing to say. You're really becoming quite wise.
It's like you're more human now. Not
Whoa.
human, elvish, whatever. More alive.
Because my brain's in here. Nice.
Never thought of that actually. Interesting.
Well, I feel better. Thanks, guys. We can carry on, get out of this cold.
Yeah, get back in the tavern.
Yeah, I didn't want to ruin the moment. It's freezing.
Have a few more drinks.
From that note, you guys sit held together as you guys slowly but surely enter the very familiar gates of Easthaven. There's one more selling dates and pistachios. Syrinscape, baby. Put in effort.
I'll take some
Yeah,
pistachios.
as you guys start to approach, at this point, your wagon is well recognized as you guys enter on in.
Because of the paint, yeah.
Yeah, because of the paint job. Yeah, as soon as you guys enter, it's the usual sign of anyone who's been working on the outskirts. It's, good people, it's the good people, whatever, and they're kind of waving at the lot of you guys as you guys start to enter with the dogs. Even the guards at the gate are moving out of their way for you. At what point, like beckoning you in to like, as you guys start to approach the end of it, the guard just kind of approaches to the gate and says, "Oh, hey, all accounted for? Is everything all right? No emergencies that we need to attend to, is there?"
No, I was the skeleton. It's me. And I just do that a couple times so they can see that it's yeah.
Maybe not too often. That's like
Oh.
weird. Yeah.
Thought it would be easier for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well,
I look like this now.
She's cool. It's all right.
sure. I'll take your word for it. Well, good. As long as everyone's intact, please. Come on in. Good to you guys.
We didn't
Maybe
miss. We didn't miss the event, right? Or like
Oh no.
a show gonna be put on, right?
The event.
Oh no, that's
the
about
show.
two days. I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Did
Great.
You just wink at us?
I thought she was doing the same. I was just
Oh, right,
trying my
okay,
best
alright.
to play along. I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm not
she's-
sure how to react to
Again.
this one, to be honest with you.
Yes, once again, she
Celebrate and have a night out. Right.
also knew eyebrows.
Congratulations.
Yeah. They're going everywhere. They're doing everything.
Yeah.
Stab them.
So I have a disguise kit
Yeah.
in my inventory.
Mm.
I think maybe we should
Desi.
Guys,
Yeah.
Desi.
disguise Desi. So is he maybe he's hidden and I can go help him out with that.
So
I give
go
him a
ahead and roll a
mustache,
d20.
Yeah.
Roll a
Your
d20.
mustache. So yeah, you'll roll a d20.
Okay.
And if you're proficient with your disguise kit, then you're gonna add your proficiency bonus to it. I think you are, if I remember Tobias correctly.
Where would that information?
It'll be under like the little proficiency bars. I think it'll be close to your passive perception, investigation perhaps. Underneath it, it'll be like where your tools are and.
Yeah, I mean,
If it's one of your listed tools, then yeah.
yeah, it's a disguise kit under my
okay.
tools.
So yeah, roll a d20 and then you'll add your proficiency bonus.
Copy.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 16.
16.
Mhm.
Great, yeah. Fairly decent disguise as, yeah, so the disguise kit varies out. His little goatee has been changed with colour, but so is his and his eyebrows. There's different coloured contacts that you put in, so instead of the the good green that he has. He's got some like brown looking eyes. Yeah, for the most part, looks like a different individual. Mustache, if you choose to put it onto him, why not? We'll say he's got a little mustache.
Minor illusion.
He's like, alright, so how do I look?
Different.
Yes?
Yeah, I think it's gonna work.
Yeah, you got one of those faces. It's everywhere.
Okay, great. Countess, what's the ring on? Oh, I guess the ring was still on from the life. So, it's alright. Let's get this a shot, I suppose.
Shall we?
To the white lady.
He pokes his head out as he looks around the rest of Easthaven, just with you guys inside the cart. Crushing inside. Well, for the most part, the people that look to you just wave at the good people they're used to seeing you guys. Then there's, of course, the usual, the kids that are extremely excited to see a lot of you guys as they run around and continue going out. And heading our way to the White Lady Inn, a very familiar place. And as you guys approach it, that's where we're going to go ahead and take a quick break so people can go pee and grab a refill. But yeah, we'll be back in about 10 minutes and then we'll get back to the rest of our adventure so far.
Hell yeah.
Back in 10. Back. Alcoholic lollipops.
We haven't been drinking.
If you want a Cutwater Spirit Pop, we'll take sponsorship.
Gus, what's up?
Gus has
someone at
something
the
you'd like to
door.
say before we get back to the game.
What's that, boy?
Yes,
Little
I
Timmy's
know.
in the well.
Oh.
Oh my god, I wish
It's
we
a new
threw up,
DM.
right?
Here's our new DM, everybody. DM Gus.
Hi, dear
Alright.
God.
Thank you, my boy. Behave yourself
Thank you
now,
for the
okay?
barks.
Let me hear it. Oh, you okay? Yeah, he's good. Drama King. Oh. Okay.
Gus, you okay? I didn't mean to laugh at you. I'm sorry.
You alright, buddy? Trying to do a show. Daddy's trying to do a show. Yeah.
He cannot
You
abide.
good? Thank you. So welcome back to Vitamin D&D. Alright, so I guess... Oh wait, something I wanted to mention before we roll back in. Something that's available on our Patreon. Digital stories. Narrated by myself and other actors as well. About just little short stories that have been written and edited together based on some of the NPCs that we see here. So, first two that are planned, that have their own little digital story narrated, is going to be the victim that we found inside the cabin, inside the barn. You know, that young
yeah.
lady,
Nice,
her story coming up.
Stabbed with ice. That was cool.
And the second is Ronaldo. So if you guys are interested in hearing that, that's going to be something that's going to be available to everyone on Patreon. It's
Ooh la la.
beautiful
Ronaldo
looking
does
stories.
kiss and tell. We're gonna get the juicy details.
But enough of that, we're going to get right back to the game, baby.
Oh my god.
I love
Anyone
it.
who does an Austin Powers accent immediately makes me like shiver a little bit.
But in a good way, right?
Yeah.
No.
No. I don't mean to. I don't understand. Excuse you.
He just shut the door on that.
Is the sound of the door of the White Lady Inn being pushed open as you guys manage to park off the wagon and the dogs. Dogs immediately seen too as you guys enter the familiar, still very beautifully done White Lady Inn. At this point of the day, it's about mid-afternoon. Not too much going on. There's somebody playing a little bit of a tune, but it's not Ronaldo. Just a gentleman that's sitting with some fishermen. They may be familiar to at least a few of you, at least to you if you remember the night you drank with a few of them. Just enjoying a pint while he's just sort of tuning along as they're having a conversation. Bartobon, as per usual, is prancing around, happy as a chappy, looking after the place, serving up drinks, and then occasionally disappearing to the back to whip up a nice meal. There's two other individuals who are currently playing like a little game of dice between themselves, now and then pairing it off, occasionally sipping their drink, just kind of enjoying a bit of a day off. And then two familiar figures sitting at a table, feet up, while a dog barks. Gus! Hey! No!
Who's there?
Thank you!
He doesn't trust him.
Gus,
Like, whoever's there, I don't freaking like them.
Gus is gonna play Dazan. But two familiar figures that we notice are one Ronaldo and another figure that only one of you recognizes actually. Rather good-looking human male. Maybe about sort of his 30s, early 30s. He's got his hair slicked back and brown at the back of it. The trench coat that he keeps himself warm with is long, flamboyant, very, very nice looking. He's a rather done-up individual, as in bright green eyes, clean-shaven, as you know, Remy Benoit is sitting at a table, and between him and Ronaldo is a large pitcher that occasionally they've taken turns pouring up each other's drinks, chatting away. The two of them having the time of their lives, just having a solid conversation to the point where they haven't even noticed you guys got like
Ronaldo and Remy?
Ronaldo and Remy. As Bartabon sees him. Good people! Hello, please come on inside. It's good to see you guys. Come get out of the cold. Get out of the cold. Hello, Charlie. How you, man? He says, oh, like, what a fun! Gives him a sort of a big hug before he drops it. And even Sipo is able to limp in a little bit. And he says, oh, Sipo, you look a little... You alright, man? What happened to Sipo? He's like, oh, I know it's a long story. They'll probably fill you in, but I think for now, I'll buy some food and some drinks for everybody, if that's alright. He says, yeah, right on it. Do you want a room? Sipo, you alright? Sipo's... I think maybe a lie down would be beneficial. Thank you, Dizzy. I appreciate it. Before Bartamon escorts Sipo up, before eventually he comes down and starts tending to you guys. And the notion of you guys, Ronaldo scans you guys out before he immediately locks eyes with you. And he smiles so wide his ears kind of just move apart. He tries to get out of his chair, but sorry, just drunkenly stumbles across and he says, You're back.
I'm back.
Hi. Oh,
Hi.
well, okay, first drinks on me. He grabs your hand kind of charmingly before he leads you to the bar. As Remy's like, oh no shit, I don't know that was a thing. We were talking for so long and he didn't tell me. He didn't fucking tell me.
That's been a thing.
How's it going, kid?
Not bad, Remy. How are you?
Yeah, you know what? Doing better than I thought I would doing. I finally found somebody who understands culture in this godforsaken place. At which point Ronaldo sort of lifts up and he says, gives him kind of a thumbs up before he gets up on the stool meant for halflings. And as Bartamon reaches out, he says, Bartamon, I'm gonna need the new import if you don't mind. So Bartamon looks to you, looks to him, and says, alright. Then he comes out with a very exquisite looking wine bottle that has been like entirely uncorked. This thing looks delightfully imported and like well taken care of. There's not an ounce of dust on it. And he comes that up with 2 glasses before Ronaldo is like, I actually found a guy who handles imports pretty well, and I've been planning this for a little while, so I'm glad you're finally here because it's been at the back and he's been babysitting it for the longest excuse me, time.
Are you a little too drunk for this, Ronaldo?
Do
you want to save this for another night?
That's probably a good idea.
It's up to you.
Sorry, that gentleman could hold his liquor. Wow. You know what? That's actually a good idea. I'm sorry, Bartamon. Can we just get another nice one if you don't mind? He says, you gotta get. He comes back out with another decent sort of bottle of wine before he goes to opening it up. He says, but we are drinking them before you go out again. If that's something that I just presumed that's what's gonna you would be.
Most likely.
Good.
And I will be prepared for it.
Of course you are.
Well, the wine, I mean.
Oh. But yeah, that's my bad. And then he goes up and starts pouring you 2 a drink.
Sit down with Remy.
Yeah. His feet kind of just remain on the table as you sit there. An empty chair. He just slides the glass that Ronaldo didn't take with him over to you and just starts pouring it up. He's like,
I take it from your relaxed state that you haven't heard any word from Titus recently.
Not more than what we figured out last time. He's got some business out here that he wants to get done. Whether he's here or not is an entirely different kind of circumstance.
Have you heard anything?
Not yet. Activity, yeah. Xantarum coming in and out, which is not too unlikely. You know, given not too much competition would be out here. But as to what Papa's after, I'll be honest, it's a mystery for now. What about yourself, kid? You doing alright? You looking after yourself? I like this. He like just flicks the chest of your new armor.
Oh yeah. I guess it was about time I actually started to protect myself without relying on the courage of others
Oh shit.
completely.
Oh fuck, I'm proud of you, kid.
Thanks.
I thought you had it in you. You wanna introduce me to your friends?
Morla, after the conversation that they had the other day or earlier today, Morla's getting all very pit bull about this.
Yeah.
And standing pretty close by, not drinking, just eyeballing this motherfucker.
Alright.
Borla, this is Remy. He's alright.
Borla. Pleasure to meet you.
He's the closest thing I've ever had to an uncle.
Alright.
Yeah, that's fair, I suppose.
He taught me everything I know about the art of deception, performance.
The acting, the proper stuff, by the way, not, I don't know, the meandering that you see very typically out in street performance and all that, which has its merits, so respected as an art form, but it's not what you're supposed to be using. You know what I mean?
He's a purist.
Well, if you vouch for him, that's good. Alright.
Let's have a drink, shall we? Can we get just what do you want? Anything you want.
Ale.
I've been
Just
drinking this whole time.
Dark ale.
Enough. Let's get enough ale over here to kill a small mule, please.
At that point, Bardabon
Ah.
starts bringing things out.
Picked up a
The
drink
rest
that
of you.
I saw. I
Um,
don't know whose this was.
with a wave of a hand, Remy's able to like just pull another table close to this one, and then chairs one by one at the table, so the rest of you guys can all
Whoa.
kind of sit together.
Actor friend is really good.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
He does that.
How do you and Ronaldo want to handle this? Do you want to remain at the bar together, or would you like to?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
one-on-one time.
Great. And then during the conversation at some point, some like little bit of cheese and some cured meat,
A charcuterie.
and some meats. Yeah, they kind of come in between the two of you as you guys kind of make your way dinner. Remy kind of sees to the rest of it all, and of course, whiskey comes running across to see Pepe. As the two of them kind of play for a little bit before Whiskey hops into the bar and just keeps meowing at Bardabon until he eventually comes and brings out some cured fish for both Whiskey and then a bigger one for Pepe before he gives his little cat shit. Before the two of them just kind of play and munch and play for a little bit as the two cats are now scattering around the area.
How's that alcohol treating you?
It's a lot different when you have a liver. It makes everything really difficult and awesome. So, I'm having
I
fun.
mean, have fun. Take it easy until you're building
Love
up
it.
that. Like my liver's more like leather at this point, but yours is kind of new or old,
Yeah,
but unused.
yes. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm very good at drinking alcohol. So
You know, in any other situation, I wouldn't recommend you removing your ring and putting it back on really quickly, but I think this is something that Remy would appreciate. So you want to go ahead and...
Oh yeah, anybody who would appreciate this
That's
is
good
a
time.
lot.
As you do it, just something that other people down the house just like.
I'm all just
There's a
sucked
moment
back
where like
up
they're like,
there.
did you know? I mean,
This is it. This is what I look like.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, I take my makeup off. It's this. Yeah, you like that?
Thought you'd get a kick out of that.
as you put it on,
Huh?
it's like,
Pretty good, huh?
Nice.
Before or after?
no, that's clever. That's pretty fucking clever. How'd
Thank you.
How'd you do that? I've never seen that before.
I think this ring makes me alive, but we've never put it on an alive person because I've been afraid it might make you dead. You want
Yeah.
to try it on?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Just stick it onto
Go
his
right on
finger,
there.
puts it on there.
You good?
Huh. Yeah, it's a little underwhelming, I suppose.
Yeah, did it kill him?
Or you. You're you.
Did expect it to
Now
kill
me?
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably best it stays that way. You must be like,
I guess I'm the only dead one.
Yeah, we
That's a way we could check people in the future. Like, put this ring on, see if you're you.
hey, that's not a bad idea.
As long as you
Call
warn
someone out
them
there
about my
below.
face first, yeah.
Hey,
have you heard of the Spire, Remy?
Spire? I think there was some folks talking about that with the other red wizard fella.
Yeah, we came across a
Well, we've heard of him. We haven't come across.
well, no, but we came across that Spire.
Yeah.
And
We were there.
No shit.
we did. Yeah, and
Well, what would we find? What's the Spire?
well, it's how we managed to get
Yeah.
this ring.
Yeah, you know, it was a little piece of a castle that was upside down underground, and when we went in there, I
Whoa,
found this ring.
Back it
Nobody
up a
gave it
little
to
bit.
me. I found it.
Wait, back it up.
Yes.
A kingdom that turned upside down? What are you talking about?
It's crazy. I know. I still don't understand it
Oh,
myself.
no.
So it was a castle.
Weird.
And it
I think it might be
upside
best if
down.
we discuss this further in private. Is what?
Alright, we'll put a bookmark on it.
Sure.
Yeah. I want to hear more about that.
Room to
That's fascinating.
Is there a private room here? That'd be good.
Yeah,
I think we found a
sleepover.
private room.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if there's a private room.
I mean,
VIP
we-
room.
as you look around, currently no, but I mean,
Should build a
Yeah,
private
ask-
room.
you can always inquire.
The
You're-
good
you're all
people
popular
room.
here. Yeah.
I think Ronaldo and I have had a private room.
Well, Ronaldo has a room,
A room.
At the end.
Yeah.
so
Like a
it is
private.
a private room.
Like a
but it's
private
his
dining room.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, so so for the most part, you guys are kind of left with Remy, and Daisy's doing his best to keep quiet at the table for a little bit. Occasionally, just kind of sipping and looking around for a little bit. And Charlie's just being Charlie. And after a while, he's like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna go check upon Seapool, make sure he's alright. If you pardon me." And he takes like a little bit of stew over and starts carrying it up the stairs for a little bit. Leaving you guys to discuss whatever it is that you would enjoy to discuss. If there is anything to
So,
discuss.
Remy, are you here for a particular reason?
Here? Well, yeah, I met that little fella over there. And, I'll be honest with you, a lot of the people here are fucking boring. Like,
You just have to look in the right places.
God's above and below. There's not an ounce of fucking culture in most of these people. But then this guy comes along. He's a swell one.
He's a thespian.
He really is. He really
mostly
is. He truly
fishmongers,
is.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, hey, don't get me wrong.
Have
Do
you
what you
seen
do.
the children doing the play? It's so cute. You would love it.
I don't know if he would love it
You
actually.
know, the kids, and
Kids
they don't
doing
remember their
play?
lines, and you know, they don't
Yeah,
look
so
like characters.
We're
but-
kind of famous around here, and Ronaldo, your buddy, he wrote a play inspired by us, and it's
Community
been
theater.
putting it up with the kids around town. It's a hoot.
Yeah, it's pretty cringy. You
Hey,
know,
do you want to talk in private real quick?
I think
He
you'd
gets-
love it.
Sure.
Puts out his James, he pulls you to the side, over to the table, and he's like, correct me if I'm wrong, but a low profile is kind of what we agreed that you were going to be doing on.
Yeah, I know, and
You got a fucking kid pretending to be you in the play?
yeah, I understand the problem there, but I thought that when I joined these folks that I would be able to keep a low profile, but turns out they're incredibly proficient at killing things and saving people, so it just kind of happened.
You gotta be careful about this shit.
I know.
Well, then you gotta go talk to the little one, make sure that gets cleared up. At least change your name.
Oh,
You got another name you want to use?
not to like think of off the top of my head. I guess I could come up with one.
Okay, well, think about it. I mean, he clearly looks like he's, you know, not going anywhere anytime soon. As he gestures over the Donna and two of you just sharing a meal. And
Yeah.
a glass of wine at the bar.
I
He's
should,
sitting in my lap at this point.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I should probably maybe wait to have that discussion with him till later. That woman and I are
Just look, it's just food to thought, you know.
appreciate it.
You can look after yourself. Clearly, you can look after yourself.
Well, I don't know about that. almost got everybody. You wouldn't believe it, man. We ran into another white dragon.
Get the fuck out.
No, even bigger than the one before.
Jesus. That's
And
just dramatic irony right there.
yeah, it was something.
Wow.
Fortunately, it didn't seem like it was too interested in us, and flew away. But you know, for a minute there, I thought, you know, it was gonna happen all over again.
Yeah. Fuck. But you're here, and so are they. Interesting bunch. I don't know about that one. I'm just as over to Gwen.
Having the best time of
That's
my life.
that's a whole weird experience, that one there. But for the most part, I mean, shit, they're all here, right?
Mm.
Wait, where's the little guy? You had a little one, didn't you? Little kobold fella.
Yeah, it turns out he was a spy. Yeah, working
Shit.
for the local government. We aren't sure what happened to him. He kind of just we stopped for a rest one night and he disappeared.
Interesting. That'll be something to look into.
I actually have something else. I think you might, if you would, maybe look into for me.
What's in your mind, kid?
That woman over there sitting with your friend.
Yeah?
Is there anything you could maybe, any way you could maybe investigate, try to figure out? I don't know. I don't entirely trust her.
Alright.
I fear for my friends.
But you're traveling with her.
I've been traveling with her for some time, yes, but
Okay.
certain events that have happened that I don't know. I just want to make sure that
Say no more. You're playing it safe. And I gotta say, I couldn't be more proud of you. That's the smart move. Can't trust anybody, man. Can't even trust me, but you know that much.
I do know that.
Yeah. Alright, I can see what I can find out about your friend.
Thanks for me.
Yeah. See anything interesting magical wise, let me know.
What do you mean?
You know, there's a lot of weird shit at your friend, case in point.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Yeah. Alright?
Alright.
Alright, stop being so fucking blue in this. I'll grab a drink. Alright, snaps in the back before the two of them go towards your table. Is there anything you'd like to be discussing with Ronaldo? As he's now sitting on your lap, like just holding, like against, just using your arm basically as a sling.
I'm letting him talk and describe the rehearsal process with the kids.
Oh, well, then he's enjoying it. Okay, so you're gonna love this. They're I don't. Maybe love is not exactly the right word. Okay, so there were like these kids, found them on the street, cute bunch. You won't believe what they were doing. They were being you guys. There was a little boy, one had a little towel wrapped around her head. It was so cute. And they were running around. That guy. And he points over to Tobias. The kid playing him had like charcoal for his beard. It was so cute. Whiskey, and Whiskey's into the corner. He's like, yeah, he was Pepe, which is really cute. And they were playing inside the street, but little tiefling girl. She was getting bullied by the Orla, and I was able to, pull them aside and, kind of just explain to her the whole, you shouldn't really do that. And then, sure as hell, it's the next day they found me here. Little kids came knocking into the door. They wanted to hear stories about you guys. And so, as I was telling to them, and then we got chatting, and they were a cute bunch of kids, and they wanted to, to like meet you guys. And I said, well, why do you guys want to meet them? Well, we want to thank them, and they're like our heroes and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, I got an idea. Let's put on a play. And so it's just they're a good bunch of kids. Naughty, but they're good.
Are you patient with them?
Yeah, I mean, you have to be kids. Can't be like, I don't know. My dad was stern on me, and that did nothing but make me more angry at him. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, so, for the most part, one or two of them really, I just wanted some moments where I just wanted to
course.
But yeah, but they're good for the most part. They're good, and you know what? They're excited about it. You know, when was the last time someone around here was like actually excited about something? Yeah. So, rest assured, you bring life to the people of Icewind Dale.
Well, so do you. You've been their only form of entertainment for so long.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, the seances. That was fun.
Are you bringing those back?
I really don't want to.
Yeah.
I haven't missed doing anything that related since the,
Yeah.
you know.
I remember.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Did you spit one on that?
There was a little bit. I'm sorry. I've been drinking a lot with Remy. He's a fun guy.
Is he?
Yeah, he's traveled all over the show. He's quite the thespian. So we've been talking and nerding about, and I've been meaning to try and bring up the playing the festival with him, but I wanted a little more concrete before I approach someone. You know, who's like studying it for a little while. If that makes sense.
He seems to know Tobias pretty well.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I was wondering if he ever talked about Tobias with you.
No, he brought up his work a little bit, but I think he kind of brushed that off really quickly. Oh, well, anyway, doesn't matter. Better company is here anyway.
Alright. Another loaf of bread to soak up this alcohol?
I think that sounds like a wonderful idea. Barnabon! Before he comes out indeed with another round of bread. You guys lost. Leaving you guys to chat away and get a decent amount of food and booze inside your bellies. And a nice, delightfully comfortable environment to the white lady in. So I don't know if there's anything people would like to attend to.
What's next? Zan, what are you doing, Dizzy? Sorry. I mean,
Frank.
Frank, maybe?
fuck.
You like that?
This is really good ale.
Yeah, how are we gonna stop winter from happening?
Well, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go, if there's a library, I'd like to go see the library. Does this town have a library that I could see?
No idea.
That doesn't seem
Yeah,
like
no,
it.
we didn't. I'm sure
I
it
don't-
does.
At which point Remy pokes up. He's like, yeah, you go to the town hall. And they got like a whole collection. You know, I'm a little suspicious about. I think they got some stash from the dead dude. The one that
Yeah.
part-
Yeah, Red Wizard guy. I think his name.
Hey, Red Wizard. He's
Yeah, I
from
think
Thay.
that
One of
name was-
those.
Yeah, his name was David.
David, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Planned.
Alright, yeah, anyway. I'm thinking they got some of his stuff up in
In that library.
there. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
Like,
Alright, because I went meandering trying to find something worth reading. And the parts that, I really wanted to explore were conveniently kept away.
Conveniently kept away. How?
Yeah, and, people lock them up. Which isn't too hard to get past, if you get my meaning.
Sure.
Public
Yeah,
library.
so,
It's gonna happen.
damn skip.
So,
Yeah, I'm skipping.
what's
This is
going
mine.
on? Are we robbing a library?
Skip.
So what's next for the good people?
No fucking idea.
Well, we're trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
I think one of our main orders of business is to figure out who this person is.
Yeah. We gotta find some people from my guild.
Alright.
So I can get my memories back.
Because we got the
'Cause I don't know what the hell is happening.
got the skin and muscle and tissue, but we still don't have the.
So you look like you, but you don't remember
Yeah,
who
I'm
you
an
was.
idiot, I think. I mean, I'm learning, but I'm getting there.
Sure.
I can read, that's about it. Anyway, and I can do some magic.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Other than the this, right?
Yeah, this, and then I stole this dead guy's book, and I can do fireballs, so that's cool.
Okay, that's a neat trick.
So yeah.
I appreciate that one.
Once again, I am all for stealing books, and I do think that we should rob the library.
Wait, we're gonna rob the library?
Were we not
I
talking
thought
about
we were
robbing
just
the library?
exploring
If
the
not,
library.
We should.
Well, let's explore it first. Sorry,
Well,
I'm in a
it's
separate
free
conversation.
to get a book there, so how do you even steal, huh? I'll just borrow it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you're doing, but if you want to help us out with that.
Alright. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
You can talk your way into like anywhere, so
He can do that better than I can.
really.
Yeah.
Is that
Well, my
possible?
thing.
Yeah, the two of you could get us into fucking the
You stand
White
on
House.
his shoulders.
treasury.
in the tax collector.
like non-Earth places. Fort Knox.
Yes. An honor.
This great
Another-
dwarven vault.
Fort Knox.
Oh, well, what do you say, kid?
For old time's sake?
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
I'm just the right kind of drunk to be down for this, yeah.
Let's do it.
Alrighty. We'll hit right about midnight.
Sounds
Head
good.
on to the streets and let's see what we can do.
Yep. All black, everybody.
Sure.
That's
I have
dark.
just all of the clothes I have.
Bring-
Oh,
Nice.
don't worry about that. I'll take care of that.
I'm just wearing these clothes. Well, the other clothes.
She just
Just
learned how to
wear back
wink.
one pair of clothes.
Yeah.
To wink? She just learned how to wink?
Well, she hasn't had eyelids before, so
Yeah,
you
these
s-
babies are fresh.
You saw
You're a
it.
fascinating individual.
she really is.
Yeah, I'm hoping to learn more about myself as well.
Sick.
So,
Sick.
find myself that.
Let
All
me
right.
count.
What'd you say earlier? Damn, Skippy.
Midnight it is.
Sick. Alright, so until
Midnight
midnight comes
books,
along, you guys
fast.
do have a few hours. Inside Easthaven, or inside the White Lady, and however you would like to spend it. If there's something anyone wants to look for or do during this time period, please, by all means.
Drink a little bit less, I suppose, since I gotta be reliable.
That's fair enough, okay.
I want to challenge somebody to darts.
I would like to speak to what's the bartender's name? I'm so sorry.
Bartabon.
Bartabon.
Yeah.
For a second. Bartabon, this is an odd request, but you wouldn't happen to have a good, clean, fresh pair of socks, would you?
Yeah, we would.
Can I
You wanna-
buy a pair of socks from you? 1 gold.
Gold for a pair of socks?
That's what I said.
Yes, you can have as many socks as you want. You got the socks on my feet. if you
1
want.
gold for your best pair of fresh socks.
Alright then. He goes to the back. And eventually he comes back with, yeah, a fresh pair of socks.
And I give him 1 gold.
Wow, okay.
You guys are blessing and a half, you know that? Wow. Thanks.
The banana costs $10.
I'll put this towards future development.
Absolutely. And then I walk over to Donner, who is sitting
Yeah,
with
Ronaldo
Ronaldo,
is still
And
sitting
I-
mid-tail.
and I throw her the pair of socks and give her a wink and walk away.
You can learn that from me.
He picks it up. These are mine.
Sometimes a little.
They're so tiny.
Alright. So, if there's nothing else anybody would like to get to, so you said you wanted to challenge some of the darts? Is that...
I'm doing darts, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll just say part of the new development, there's a little board and take some throwing knives is typically what you could be using. So is there anybody that would like to try and take on Gwyn? And again, if not, Remy will gladly step up.
Take
Shit.
me
I'd
on,
like-
friend.
I'd like to watch
Players
this.
get first.
Yeah,
Players get
that's
first
something. I want to
dibs.
see this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. Don't use any of your tomfoolery magic around here.
I can only promise not to try. Alright. Alright, well, ladies first, by all means. So go ahead and roll me, a d20 and then add your dexterity modifier. Because you're just using a throwing knife.
Let's do it. It's not great. It's a 9.
Okay, there's a... It hits the wooden board, but it is, like, way off. Oh,
See that shit?
this is gonna be hard to beat.
You're supposed to hit the board. Anywhere in there is fine.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Is that what's supposed to happen?
I mean, it's better if you get in the middle, but they still
Ah, gee
points
whiz,
for the
no, I
board.
do appreciate the help, Mix. Thank you so much.
No problem. I just learned this.
Just boom, it just hits like directly next to the bullseye, like the center of it.
Okay, yeah, you could do that
Oh.
too. Is a different strategy.
What does that mean? Does that mean I win?
That it could, if that's the strategy you're gonna choose to go with.
Oh yeah, no, I would always choose winning.
Okay, yeah,
It's
because I got
strategy.
something
If
else
I had a
going on in
choice,
here
that would be
you
good.
might not anticipate.
Like does cast a little mage hand, and you just see the two blades
Oh, okay.
bring up before he brings them back.
Well, I can also do mage hand and chill touch. How you feel about that?
Oh wow, high roller with the spells
Yes.
over here. Wow, okay. I remember being 6. All right, what you
I
got?
just threw it 16.
All right, that's
That's
a pretty
moderate.
good shot.
Yeah.
Right towards the middle.
16.
Yeah.
Yes, you know, acceptable.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty
Uh-huh.
good.
No.
Thank you.
Before- maybe a good 3 inches underneath yours is where it lands.
Ha ha!
You know what? I think I used your knife this time around. And that's probably what it was. And he casts Mage and he kind of brings them back. He says, alright.
Okay, now we're playing. For
Now we're
real.
playing for keeps.
Now we're playing. Now it's just we were just figuring it out. Now
Alright,
we're
alright.
playing.
I'll tell you what. This is what we do.
Ah, shit.
If you win this one,
Yeah. Go ahead, tell me.
I'll teach you
Mhm.
a pretty swell spell.
Okay, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
If I
If I
win, I
lose,
get
what would
first
happen?
dibs at something in the library.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
Deal? Alrighty
Yeah.
then.
Even though I don't like it. What was it? Don't do this to me.
So, what'd you
Good.
roll?
9.
Oh yeah, rough shot. It's exactly like your first. It's just off
Ah.
the side before he picks it up and he just and it's directly in the center of the board. It doesn't even bounce. It just
Bullseye.
oh, that's
Okay.
a tasty prospect. Oh, that makes me happy. Look at that.
I hate you.
That one's mine. Look at that.
I think you just got scammed.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have one less book now. I fucked up. He didn't need magic. I
All right.
drunk.
So, unless anybody has anything else they'd like to do, eventually the night comes. As everything starts to die down, and some more people start to pile in to the tavern as nighttime approaches, and we, people are off their work shifts and are starting to pile in. Every time they come in, there's always an acknowledgement and a hello to the good people. And now and then there are people offering to buy you drinks, whether it's a yes or a no. Is
So yes.
yeah, there's a yes,
Mostly yes.
a yes, and a yes. Okay.
It would be rude to say.
All right. Okay. Great. So we continue drinking until midnight comes along, and
Oh shit, we have to rob the library at midnight.
and,
Okay.
you know, Remy's down for it. He sees you guys doing it. He's not gonna back out. So Remy's drinking with you guys.
This takes me back to college.
Library at midnight after drinking.
Yeah, it's
Alrighty.
usually vandalism though.
Not reading.
No.
Alright. I'll be outside when you lot are ready to go.
Yeah.
You did it right. Well done.
The secret is to just do one eye, not both.
Yeah, that's
Do
called
both.
blinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get that. Keep it that way.
All right. He,
Let's go.
okay. As he, Remy walks it up.
Are we getting Charlie in on this, or our weird friend who totally isn't a wizard?
I think it might be
David?
No, that's the other. Never mind.
Frank.
Sure.
Alliance?
I don't know. I'm
There's
bad
so
with
many
names.
friends.
Yeah, well, I think we should bring Frank, but maybe
No, Charlie.
Charlie's maybe earned his rest.
Chuck's good. He's with looking after Seaple.
Exactly.
Have you guys told
Yeah.
me about this plan yet?
We haven't.
Should we bring down our? They might like wander off and do things as they do.
I don't know. I mean, I'll leave that up to you if you want to extend the invitation. She might.
We should ask. We should ask. If she wants to stay in for the night, that's fine. But we should ask.
Go for it.
Yeah, robbing a library at night, you bring your
Yeah.
friends. It'd be
Yeah,
rude
kinda-
not to.
Stumble over a little bit. I kind of put my head on or hand on Ronaldo's head and be like, "I heard what you said in the street the other day about bullying. That was so sweet."
Thanks.
I'm not sorry. I'm fine. Daughter, do you wanna
Oh my.
do you wanna
One of those drunks.
rob a library?
Hey,
What?
hold up. Why would you want to do that?
I don't remember.
I'm sorry. This is my only alone time with Ronaldo, or the only alone time I've had with him in a long time. I'm gonna stick with him.
Right.
We're gonna go to bed, but thank you, Borla.
Right.
If you
Wink.
if you see any books on plays, playwrights, something, maybe that'd be a nice little gift for Ronaldo.
I can look up for that, yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
You have fun.
You have fun.
I will.
Just sort of leaves.
One of my favorite things that ever happened.
And then Borla stumbles it out. What a strange group of friends you have. Oh, that's cute. I made Borla cry.
You mean a lot to her for some reason. I also think she was really, really drunk.
Oh yeah, yeah. Off her.
She's pretty good. You want to go to bed?
Knocks his glass over before like he hops off the stool, tries his best to sort of land before takes your hand and takes you off to the bedroom.
Ah, cha-cha.
Leaving.
What's going on in there? You gotta roll. Find out.
Roll right up.
Oh.
We'll pass
We'll
it on.
text. Yeah, right, so as the two of you disappear into Ronaldo's room, it looks a lot better. There's one or two things that he's kind of purchased just to make the place look a little bit better.
Oh.
There's a rug, and he's got a new vial that's like just kind of propped up inside the corner, and then of course his papers for the songs that you know he's been working on for some time.
He has a new vial.
Yeah. Oh, it's like a baby vial.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not like a vial of something.
Oh no, sorry, not a vial. Vial. Yes, sorry. Thank you for the clarification. Yeah. It sounded creepy. He has a new
English
vial.
right now.
Oh, Ronaldo, will you play me a song?
I would love nothing more. Before he
Drunk Ronaldo.
sits on and it takes him some time to just hang on. Give me a second. And let's see how this works out. Let's see how he does with disadvantage because he's drunk. Alright, that's okay. Still 24. Yep.
Wow.
Great song. That he just kind of
Nice.
goes off into. He kind of doesn't trust the words to sort of come out, and so he just ends up just letting it like the feel of the journey just comes straight from the song. And there is a magical
Instrumental.
Yeah.
That's
There,
what I
there,
like it.
eventually there is a kind of magical notion of his music as it starts to come out, and you start to feel that the frequency and the rhythm of his music is starting to come from something a lot more innate from inside of him as opposed to something learned as his bardic images start to flow. Really, it takes him some time, but before long his eyes are closed and he really gets into it. And yeah, the song lasts for several minutes.
I immediately start crying. The second he starts getting into it, closing his eyes.
Once he stops, are you okay? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
No, please
upset
keep
you.
going. You're really good. Please keep going.
You sure? And he goes back into it, finds his groove a lot quicker this time, but continues to play your journey of bardic music.
I'll lay down and just watch him play.
Then, I mean, he continues until you're happy with it. He's more than happy to
Until I'm
play
ready
music.
to fuck.
Or maybe, but you know, if you ended up drifting off to sleep, that's
Nah.
how it would work. Nah, okay, that's
We're
fair.
not here to waste time.
That's fair. Yeah, something to be spend your nights together, as out in the streets of Easthaven.
Shit's going down.
As you guys step outside, looking around, I would like everyone just to roll me a perception. We'll say for the immediate performances, Ataris and Pepe, have decided to stay in-house. Matthias is just gonna chill for a little bit. Charlie's off drinking.
Did we grab
I
guys
was
who's
about to
totally
ask,
not Dazan?
Dizzy, do we... Oh, have we approached Dizzy?
Yeah.
I think we should obviously bring him because he's the one who's interested in this more than anyone.
I'm not entirely too excited on the prospect of doing something illegal inside Easthaven, but I also really want to know what's in there.
I think it's a good idea.
It's a tough call.
And we're entirely sure we can trust this Remy fellow, correct?
No.
I don't know.
Oh.
He's an actor. He could be acting. But you know him, right?
I do. I've known him my whole life.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, that'll do for me, I suppose. Especially if there's something that
Sounds
belongs
good.
to previous me inside there, it might be nice to explore that. Yeah, okay, fuck it, I'm down. Let's do this. Quintus? Enjoy the night off. Okay. Stumbles back into the pub.
And then I go, just flip him a gold coin. Drinks on me.
Sucks on me.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, my friend.
I'm gonna drink. He walks on inside, and the last you see from the rather tall and still broad but ugly figure disappear into the tavern. You guys are left with Remy, Dizzy, Tobias, Gwen, and Borla. And whiskey. Oh, okay, so whiskey's joining in on the adventure as a beautiful Siamese cat. As,
Roll perception.
but yes, please, a perception roll from everybody as you guys have walked outside with Dizzy, and I'll roll for Dizzy.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
17?
Alright, yeah. So you have no problem getting out and looking around before you see inside, just peeking slowly out of the alleyway, being very well hidden unless he wants to. Remy gestures you guys forward. As you guys pile into the alleyway, he's like, I honestly thought y'all would be backing out. This is good, you guys. Alright, stand
Why were you waiting here if you thought we wouldn't show up?
well, I'm not gonna stand in the middle of the fucking streets like a nook, am I?
Yeah, you don't want to be a nook.
Exactly. Now, stand still.
I can't. It's really hard.
And then he takes some time.
Sorry.
It takes some time before he just spreads his hands out about it, and you guys start to notice your clothes wisp before everything that you're wearing starts to look like this very lean, pitch black covering with hoods,
I missed
Okay,
out on
good.
this outfit.
including yourselves. So, yeah, this will last us for a little while.
That's pretty cool.
Looking good.
This is great.
I like this.
Right. So, we're ready to go?
Lead
I
the
don't
way.
know where the library is.
Yeah, none of us know where it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know where it is. What's your name? I didn't meet you earlier. I'm Frank. Right, Frank.
Frank.
Pleasure to meet
Booker.
you, sir. Alright.
Or Frank Booker.
Come with
Security
me and
Point.
stick to the shadows. Keep super fucking quiet. If you get left behind, I can't really help you. Alright? Alright, let's go. And he starts marching downwards.
We better not ruin the good people's name by doing something stupid like this.
I think we'll be okay.
They don't know
Seems
we're
really
good people. We look like ninjas. We don't know anything.
I mean, but if you're not comfortable, feel free to go back and Remy and I can do this ourselves.
Don't be lame. Don't do that.
I can't be lame. I'm gonna do it.
Lame.
I'm down.
Chicken.
You call me chicken.
We're going this
You're a chicken McFly.
Alrighty, so if everyone is choosing to follow Remy, I'm gonna need stealth rolls from everyone.
Awesome. So good at that.
We're a
Mhm.
pretty stealthy group.
I don't think we've had a decent stealth roll with this team.
No.
This game.
And the streak continues.
Natural 1.
9.
So 2.
I got a dirty 20.
Hey!
But nobody knows my face anyway, so it doesn't really help.
Oh, no, there's like flesh underneath your feet now, and there's just a moment where the two of you guys, as you watch her start like following Remy's lead, she just kind of disappears into the shadow with this black cloak, and you guys kind of lose sight of Gwen for a little while. As you turn to like
Just
look
remembered
back,
your elf.
you give a look. Borla looks at you. You give a look forward. You look back. You look at a goat. The goat looks at Borla. The goat goes ah! It's at the night before you guys have to go fuck and just start breaking as you guys start to hear some of the doors as the stable door opens up. And it's like Billy, get inside the fucking house. And Billy is like ah,
Billy.
bah! And he's like, come on. He takes his goat.
Who keeps a goat in the house?
Who names a goat Billy?
So as you two continue to progress, you don't see Remy or Gwen this very time.
Oh,
shit.
fuck.
So I'm gonna need you two to roll me a perception real quick. As you notice, like stumbling inside the dark, there's a brief moment where, very abruptly out of the dark, Remy just appears in front of you.
Oh
Says,
boy.
did I see a fucking goat? Did your friends bring in a fucking goat?
Did I bring a goat? Or did they bring? They didn't bring a goat? Maybe.
Are you alright?
I'm good. I'm good.
You've drunk before,
I've
right?
never had drink. I've never drank.
Oh.
I'm like a month old now. So this is so much for me.
You know, we gotta have a sit down just so I can get on your level at some point.
Why do you
Because
have to run
it's
that
just
fast?
every time you say something, there's like new information.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have an inner monologue. As it comes out, I learn it.
Oh my god. Alright. Okay, well, listen. Quiet for the most part.
We're our friends.
So what did you guys roll?
I rolled a
Oh,
15.
I haven't rolled it. So. 15.
Alright. Because they've stopped and they've started talking for a little while, you guys do start to notice inside the shade of like in between a building that comes up and then stretches over the street before it becomes another building. Inside the shadows lurking is Remy kind of just checking on Gwendy and
Yeah, you're.
yeah.
Over there. Let's go.
Hey, dipshits, get over here now and keep it fucking down.
Friends.
Before you guys arrive, he's like, did I hear a fucking goat?
Yeah, there's some horrible person who keeps a goat inside and named it Billy.
Right, okay. Let's keep things a little quieter. Alright?
Let's not take the goat.
It's okay. I'm not drunk. I mean, no, I'm very drunk.
Yes, you fucking are. Now just stand still before you cast another spell. Pass without a trace finds the rest of you guys. As you guys start to feel like
15 minutes.
sound around you just moving, different kind of thing. He's like, alright, it's the last time I'm helping you guys. So you guys pull out, I'm robbing this place by myself, alright?
This is also the first time you're helping us.
He grabs your cloak and
So
he's
the
like,
last time? Ah,
yeah,
okay.
just stay with me. You're
Yeah, I'm
alright.
trying.
You're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do this. We could
You look after this one.
burn down the library. Let's do it.
Just,
Come on,
just
guys.
stay away from goats. Yeah? Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go have some fun. Everyone roll me stealth roll, and you're gonna add 10 to whatever you roll.
Extra 10.
In addition to your bonuses.
Wow.
Okay.
25.
Very dirty 20.
Okay.
Wait, but I add 10?
Yeah, so whatever you roll for stealth, add 10 to that.
29.
Alright. There's a brief moment of now, from a scolding and a fixing. Everyone is quiet, and you guys like battle to hear yourselves. There's brief moments of like when you're walking, trying to follow, trying to keep up before you're like able to like be on the same level. But for the most part, sticking inside the darkness and avoiding lantern light, you guys come across a familiar sight to all of you: the town hall.
Wait, I thought this was the library.
Yeah, the library's in the town hall.
Oh, makes sense.
We already kind of broke in here once.
We did.
Yeah, I think we've robbed this place before.
No shit.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just getting all senses of pride from you guys today. Alright. Well, you guys broke in first. Lead the way.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't have said that. Okay.
I just jiggle the handle for a minute.
And like, it gets to like the third before his hand just... He says, yeah, you know what? That's on me. That's on I put faith in you. That's my
The
bad.
last time you'll do that.
You know what? It just might...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Give me a sec. Keep a lookout, will you? Before he pulls out a little to a pen and goes to work. Well, but let's see how he does. Alright. You're strong. Lift up the door and pull it back. I don't want to hear any squeaky hinges, alright?
Okay.
The door goes up. For the most part, you guys are able to get inside before he helps you kind of close the door. And you guys are inside the town hall that you remember seeing so far. Cold cobble street, like cobbled stones underneath you. Before there's the front desk and then the staircases that lead up to the other rooms. And the picture frames are all along the left side of the room.
So there was a passage behind one of the picture frames, right?
Yeah, I wonder if that leads to the library.
Why?
Into a room with lots of like papers and stuff.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Papers are books.
Fancy that. Look at that. There's a sneaky little speaker, huh? He leans his way in. And as you guys enter, it's the same room that you guys remember seeing before. Papers scattered along the desk. Books in the shelves and everything else. And the occasional bottle of really nice booze sitting in the corner. Alright, so that ain't a library, but this is cute.
This isn't a library?
No.
Okay.
You ever been to a library?
Why would you think I have been to a library in the month that I've lived?
Because it's a little hard to process the
It
whole
takes
month
a
of
long
fucking
time
living
to get a
thing.
library card. You have to have proof of residency. Okay?
How do you know that?
I pick things up. I'm smarter than you think I would be. Stop underestimating
As she asks
me.
her, there's a big sign behind her on the wall that's like, rules of apply for
You guys don't read the rules. Okay, I care.
So not this room.
So we're looking for I guess you know where it is. I don't know why we're leading you to a place you've already
No, but this
been.
was pretty fucking fun, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Alright, and once again, opens up a few of the doors to lead you out towards where the library is. Give me 1 second just so I can see around the middle. Okay, there's quite a bit of passage as he takes you up the first flight of stairs up to those. And as you guys are like on the creaky floor steps, I'm going to ask everyone just to roll me some more stealth as we're moving from stone to now wood and the creaky snow. And you're still going to have your bonus.
Exactly the same. Very dirty 20.
Great.
16.
Okay.
22. It's a natural 20.
Well, plus the 10, so 32.
Wow.
You're nothing but sheer sons. Even Remy is
Elf
like,
now.
fuck. That's a little impressive. Before you guys get to the second floor, there's a moment where you guys are up the stairs on the second floor, like walking along the banisters. There's a large casing that's open that allows you to see the floor underneath it. There's something that looks a little familiar to the rest of you. Back when we were fighting on, the two of you, back when we were inside the harbor fighting Duergar, who had large chunks of Shardolin that had been taken from the town hall, if you guys remember Borin correctly. It's kind of been placed there together, and it seems that they've trying to rebuild what it used to be inside its masses for the most part inside there. It is still kind of incomplete as they're trying their best to try and reassemble the figure. However, as Remy starts to walk through and eventually starts to tend to the lock leading into the door that leads out, as you guys look at the statue down for it, there's brief seconds where you have to check, especially with being a little drunk. There seems to be a woman bent over in front of the broken pieces of the statue, trying to like gather them, crying.
Oh my god, I thought that statue was a person. Is that a person? Is that a statue?
It's a person and a statue.
What?
I assume it's stage whispers. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll consider it a stage whisper. You guys don't have to like actually whisper. Yeah. Unless it's fun, then I'll pull it out.
Remy?
I hate to repeat the dragon thing. Ask if she's okay.
He finishes unlocking it before he's like, what? What's the matter? What'd she do?
Nothing, I don't know, but like, what about this woman? What's the deal?
What the fuck are you talking about?
You don't see the woman?
It's not a statue, it's a person.
What the fuck have you people been drinking.
He thinks it's a statue. So did I for
Do you
like
see
5
it?
minutes.
I see.
He snaps you really quick. He's like, get your fucking head in the game. Alright?
Alright.
Okay, but Revenant, it's... I was gonna walk up and go... Just right behind them. Try to
Are you
point.
gonna walk down towards this figure?
Yeah.
As you get closer, the crying starts to get louder and louder as you start to approach. And as you gesture to it, there doesn't seem to be a reaction from her just yet. But she hasn't stopped what she's doing. She's not acknowledging that you're there. And it was like, yeah, what a fucking sorrowful story. I remember one time when I was a kid, I knocked over a fucking thing, and then it broke, and then everything fucking changed. But I need you to get the fuck back up here and get your head in the fucking game.
Okay, we're not crazy. He sees it.
Oh.
What the statue is? I see the fucking statue. Okay.
Okay,
No,
just
but-
it's a lady too, you know?
What?
You know, the crying lady.
What was your job? I gave you a job. What was your job?
Take care of her.
Yeah.
Alright, let's just keep going.
Okay.
Are you okay?
But could I touch it real
I
quick to make sure it's not a statue? Could I just gently be like...
Yeah. As you do it,
Because I'm like, is this a statue or am I crazy?
your hand goes, fuck, disappears into it, and it is
Ah,
ice
it's a ghost.
cold.
It's ghost shit. Oh, God.
As you do that, she stops. Dead in her tracks.
Ma'am, do you need any help? We're the good people and we're here robbing the library, but we can't help you if you need help.
Gwen! Shut the fuck up.
I want to take my hand out now. It's really cold.
As you speak to her, and you remove her hand, only your head turns to look you in the eyes, and her long, dark hair is covered most of it, and through a small sliver, you see a crying eye. As she slowly but surely, her body just turns, and she just
No.
tries to disappear into you. I'm gonna
No.
ask
Possess
you
son of a bitch.
No.
to roll me a charisma saving throw, please.
No.
I think we all know
Whenever
how
Casey
charismatic
gets
I am.
worried, I worry.
It was a natural 20, so 21.
This thing starts to,
I'm just too
and as you start to
charismatic.
feel it searching inside of you, but it has a hard time understanding what to possess at this
There's
moment in
not a
time
lot
before you're
here.
able to
That makes sense.
force her out. As she flies out, she just shrieks, just as loud as the rest of you guys are starting to get pierced. At that point, even Remy is, what the fuck is happening? I need everybody to roll me initiative.
Oh,
You hear it now, right?
I'm never
Is
helping
it a banshee?
anyone.
Maybe.
Oh no, it was on a 20 and it fell.
And on that note, we're going to be gone for literally 3 minutes while I set things up. It'll take me 2 seconds. I was not expecting this encounter to happen today.
Oh.
So
What?
we're going to go ahead, literally 3 to 5 minutes. We're going to have this battle map set up and join us back then. And we are back. What's up, everybody? Thanks so much for waiting. So, a little bit of an oopsie occurred. We do not have,
Monitor.
yeah, we actually don't have, oh, well, we don't have any camera footage right now. Whoops. What's happening?
Get this.
Who did this? Which one of you did this? I apologize. I know, isn't this fun? I'm having a blast of a
This is
time.
what real D&D is like.
Alright, it's a real
Yeah.
D&D game, guys. I don't know. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
Actually, give me 1 sec. I know what's happening. Talk amongst yourselves as Dill's fixes. This is really quick.
I
So
saw a
this-
ghost.
This episode is brought to you by my sunglasses.
Grace's sunglasses.
Have you ever wanted to look cool?
Oh!
Are you okay?
Do you need those sunglasses?
Yeah. Alright, there we go.
There
So, we're playing a little El Naturel. We got an old school Pathfinder mansion tile set to utilize over here.
Perfect.
So what we're going to say is just this area at the top here is the entrance of a hero's where the stairs was, and then down here we'll say that this is the statue and the remnants. Where?
I buy it.
a
Good.
I can believe
ghost
that.
Yep.
Oh, ghost.
has attempted to go ahead and attack Gwyndian
Well, I
the
don't know why,
Great.
because I was just trying to
Over
help
here.
her out.
Jammed
And
your
for
fist
this
into her
fight,
back.
the
Yeah,
person
helpful
in
way.
charge of Dizzy is going to be Bessie Joe, so she can join us in the fight.
Mhm.
That's a gem.
And then
Where would
let's say you guys were up here
Yeah.
on the first of the stairs, and then a staircase coming down is this little track on the right here, and then Boiler, Tobias.
sounds good?
There's Rams.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop you up over here like so. And
Is that
it's-
Remy?
Yeah, the person in the black coat is going to be Remy because he was all dolled up during seaming.
Nice.
And then the individual wearing the red cloak will be Dizzy.
Not
He's playing the part, yeah.
Wink,
Not Dizzy.
wink.
So she can join us because that's
Frank.
tis a game. Alrighty, so if that's the case.
Oh, I thought Frank was Charlie.
Boiler Forgeborn. Can I get your initiative, please?
9.
9! Tobias!
10.
10! I guess Dizzy.
Um,
You'll add your dexterity bonus. I don't know if it'll mention initiative there.
oh, natural 20.
Hey!
Fuck it up.
Beautiful.
Fuck it up.
Frank.
Frank. 14.
14, lovely. And then
How do you fight a ghost?
Really
you're about to
hard.
find out.
Yeah, I've never thought about this before this moment.
I know, Vorla has no fucking idea.
Okay. She rolled bad. Alright, so right off the bat. Daisy!
Yes.
Yeah. You start to see this ghost rise up, and as Daisy looks down at this ghost that tried its hardest to invade her form, what is it she would like to do?
Stop doing
Oh,
that.
as Desi, I would like to create 3 glowing darts with my spell magic missile.
Nice.
Alright.
Going straight for this ghost banshee.
Uh-huh, okay. So, yeah, Daisy, you guys watches Daisy just 3 dots of magic solidify, and it flies straight over the shoulders of Gwen right into the swarm of the ghost. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Nice.
Damage is
It'll be D4.
D4
And then it'll count for plus.
plus 1 force damage.
Great, yeah. And then
3 plus 1 is 4.
great. But that's
two
what
more
each
dice.
dart.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
3.
each dart deals it from D4. Yeah.
3 again.
Okay. So 4 is 8.
4.
Jeez. So that's
5.
13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
13.
bam.
Nice.
Thank you kindly. All right. Hell of a move right off the bat. Well done, Daisy. Man, Daisy's cool. Alrighty. Next up, it is Gwyndian the Great.
Okay. Magic missile is fire, right? So I can probably use fire.
Magic missile is force.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Let's try fire. We'll see if it works, and if it doesn't work,
Just
then
go burn
I
down
will
the library.
feel bad.
Yeah.
We will burn down the library.
Love it.
Do I have to be? I can't be that close, though, right?
You can place it where it will hit you.
I want to do fireball.
You're gonna do
That's what I
fireball?
wanna do.
Okay, where are you gonna cast fireball? Give me a sec. I've got
Right on that
Why,
bitch.
why are we drunk?
I'm so scared of this ghost, you guys. I gotta use my best shit.
What is the radius of fireball again?
20-foot radius. Sphere.
20-foot radius. Oh wow.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's very, very big.
Sphere. And they must make a dexterity saving throw.
We're gonna be called the careless people now instead of the good people.
All right.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
Here's your 20-foot radius. So go ahead and place the explosion however you want. Bear in mind that this is still a wall.
Maybe I shouldn't fuck up the library this much. You know what? I do have other spells that I can use.
I mean, you cast
Is
it
this
with
gonna
quite a bit
destroy
of
the library?
confidence.
Like, would the wall stay there, probably?
There's only one way we can find out.
Yeah, this is good. Look, we can tell people we found a ghost in here and fought it, and then they won't worry about why we're here.
Okay.
Come on now.
Tobias and Remy can tell them that.
Come on. Yeah. Ask permission.
Alrighty.
Ask forgiveness.
So
That's what I need.
Forgiveness,
we're
yeah.
just gonna toss the fireball,
Gonna
I
toss
guess,
it right out there.
Back wall, maybe.
at the back
Yeah.
wall.
Yes. And it's a Dex 14.
Dex 14. Okay. It failed. So go ahead and roll your max damage for your fireball spell.
Looks like a good roll.
29?
29 points of damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's there.
After
Sorry,
3
that's
very discreet magic missiles went flying into this ghost, just, looks up towards you as you and just start flinging it at the back wall of the town hall.
Oh man.
It was a reflex.
Windows shatter.
I'm so
Out into the
sorry.
scream, a deafening boom happens throughout the town as the wall starts to crumble off the sides of it. Like it doesn't entirely collapse, but chunks of wood are flying out. The windows have been shattered, and now that whole section of this town hall is just ignited on fire as Remy is like, you know what? No! Fucking no! And the ghostly form in front of you just is like barely clinging on in terror as now her scream is accompanying the noise as she just throughout this open area of the side. 6 seconds have passed since that has happened. Tobias Kinsley, it is your turn, sir.
You think anyone heard that?
I'm gonna hit her with the crossbow.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and roll your attack, sir.
8.
In total?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's too much going on. Just disappears off into the fire
Good try.
as this crossbow bolt flings out to the outside as well.
Okay.
Alright, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, sir?
No.
Alrighty. Warlock.
Oh, before the ghost. Cool. Alright. That was... Wow. I just sobered up a bit.
I'll do it.
I'm just gonna run down the stairs toward the ghost. Save
Yeah.
Gwen.
Alrighty.
Because she needs saving.
So,
Thank you,
yeah,
yeah, I'm
5,
very
10,
upset.
15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're well within range.
And I've got plenty of rages. Why not spend one of them?
Alright.
Gonna rage. Ghosts! I have ghosts too! Fuck
Beautiful. All these other ghosts start screaming about as she's just like screaming at these spirits of dwarves flying around.
you! I have more ghosts! And,
Hell yeah,
attack.
ghost fight.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll, sir.
Manifest, if it matters, manifest subjugation is a magical weapon
Correct.
for damage
is.
purposes. And as Borla is wont to do, recklessly.
Right. Roll with advantage, sir.
Natural 20.
Natural, definitely gonna hit.
Wow.
So damage dice twice, right?
Correct. Damage shot twice,
I like where this is going.
including the additional force damage from subjugation.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because the total damage doubles.
Isn't that the bonus action?
Oh,
thing?
it is.
That's
I
a bonus.
apologize.
I used it to
is.
rage instead.
You used it
so.
to rage.
So 12. So either way, it's still 16 magical slashing damage on the first attack.
All right.
It's like the nerdiest conversation I've ever heard.
As it runs, slices into it, splits this ghost right in half as the ringing from this tuning fork-like blade just splits her. Excuse me. Splits her apart. I'm possessed. Oh my goodness.
You drink?
Oh yeah. Yes.
I had a drink.
Oh, much better. The ringing from this tuning fork blade splits this ghost in half, and as her body just, the rest of the dwarven spirits run in, and they just literally just start tearing her apart. And before she is defeated. Right in front of you.
So the fire
Holy crap.
may have been overkill.
Yeah, I think I destroyed this place. I'm sorry, it was a reflex. I got scared.
As you turn to look after saying that, Remy is nowhere to be seen.
Huh.
Oh,
Wasn't there another guy here?
fuck.
We should run. Or should we try and say, hey, we saved your town hall
We
from a ghost?
did. We totally did.
I have no proof. The ghost is gone.
I think we should try to extinguish this fire.
Oh, right, yeah, save him.
Oh, the books. Okay, yeah.
Time.
Does
All right.
anybody have anything to
run outside looking for snow or dirt.
Okay. As you pile outside looking
Yeah.
for snow or dirt, right? You're gonna be you're cycling through, like tossing it into. It's like
This Borla has like a.
it's
few
like your
things.
boat is sinking and you're using a ladle to toss it out. It's just. But at this point now, the bells are starting to ring. As guards who have recently had this place been robbed, not too distant past, are booking it towards it, seeing figures covered in black cloaks.
I need the
standing amongst the
three
fire.
of you to go now.
Okay.
Run. The
Okay.
three of you go now.
Why?
Just go.
Okay, let's go.
Dizzy just goes, alright, casts disguise self on him as he just turns into a half-orc.
You could do that
And-
the whole fucking time.
I
He's
know,
just-
I
Yep.
saw that.
And then he disappears off into the distance.
Trust me.
Does he?
Trust me. Go. Go.
Okay.
I'm gonna need stealth rolls from everyone if you guys are gonna try your best to just disappear.
Oh yeah.
I'm not. I'm staying.
You gonna
I'm
stay?
stealthy.
Okay. 9, okay.
Where's this?
18.
Where's this?
Magical number.
You'll roll
Just
a
below
d20, actual
average.
d20, and then it'll be so just a d20.
No, there's
Oh wait, plus 10.
Indubitably.
Oh, actually no, sorry.
No, he's
All of
gone,
that has
right?
been cancelled.
Yeah.
As you guys are walking away, the black cloaks that were on you just slowly start to fade as the spell is broken.
Okay.
Alrighty. Good. Do you want to roll for Daisy?
Yes.
Yeah, why not? You're fine here.
Natural 20.
Wow.
You guys lose track of Dizzy as he disappears.
Oh, sorry.
Shit.
And then,
Desi cheers.
sorry, and what did we roll over here?
Whopping 9.
A 9, okay.
18.
Where
Wait.
was he?
16?
Why aren't you running?
Because I'm gonna try to
18.
talk our way out of this.
Yep.
Alright, as you're
You started
standing
running.
now as Tobias in the
Mhm.
center of this town hall.
Just burning down.
Uh-huh. That is, currently just still
Mhm.
caked inside fire. The windows and some of the wood are not starting to burn to the point where they're falling in, and the guards are kicking the wood off the before piling in with weapons. There's several of them. You hear them march around the sides of it. The guard takes some time before he rushes in. He sees you before he's Tobias.
You want to help me? Trying to put this thing out.
Roll persuasion.
You got it.
Is that part? It's not a
Nice
lie.
distraction.
True, yeah.
It's not a lie.
26.
Karate says, "Yes, sir." Puts it away. He says, "Everybody, we need extra help to put on this." And at this point, there's another guard who's using a hammer to just break some of the wood and scatter it into the snow, so like to prevent it catching on any further fire. And they're starting to move it, covering it with snow. And between all of them, for the most part, they're doing their very best to like coat the area off as best as they can.
Mm-hmm.
One of the guards eventually approaches you as things are slowly starting to cool down from the fire is starting to like eventually be dispersed, but the entire front section of the town hall has been like destroyed and collapsed.
Yikes.
Immediately, one of the guards, Lieutenant Boren, rocks up on set as you recognize him
Yes.
before. Immediately starts giving commands of how to block off the entryway, and he's like, just do whatever you can to protect anybody from coming inside here. Let's get any sort of boards that any neighbor could have in between houses, remove them immediately, and at least block this area off. Get any sort of tarp, stop the weather from getting inside of this area. Before he walks up to you, he's like, "What the hell happened?"
Couldn't tell you. Was out for an evening stroll. Saw a fire. Came to try to put it out.
Roll a deception.
You got it.
What a good guy, huh?
29. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Gotta thank you yet again.
It's it's all right.
As he grips your shoulder, he's a strong man.
Mhm.
Tin Born is a sturdy man. He says, "I don't know how we're running out of ways to thank you." And the good people.
No need to thank me. It's just what I do.
You get a whole patrol team, start sitting around the perimeter to find any kind of suspicion. Did you see anything?
I didn't.
Anything out of this ordinary?
Well, by the time the fire had started, I saw what might have been. I mean, I don't want to sound crazy, but a woman, a ghost, maybe. What looked like a
Not the one that was at the inn.
Yes, the very same.
Roll deception.
Oops, I rolled the wrong thing. Hang on one second.
You good?
That's a pretty good roll though.
Yeah.
I should have stuck with it. 13.
13. Okay. So this ghost is running. I thought you guys killed that thing. Did you not kill it?
We did, but I mean, for whatever reason, I think she may have returned, but and set this place on fire. I mean, do you know of any reason anybody would want to?
Not really my field of expertise. I think we need to start bringing in somebody to investigate this.
Sure, like, I mean, the good people would be happy to do that for you.
Roll persuasion.
Yeah. Called creating your own work.
26.
Yes.
There's not much more I can really ask you, out of the honesty of my
No.
heart here.
My
If
friend,
this
it
is
would
something
be
that
my-
you're volunteering to do. Like, there's no way I can turn it down,
Yes.
Tobias. You have to
Look-
understand.
Listen, look no further. We will look into this for you.
All right then. Well, my guys are gonna keep a perimeter to look for anything. There could be another wizard fucking with us, as far as we know. You know, so they're gonna be out and looking for that. But
Sure, wizards.
what do you need? How can we help?
I think. Well, we've sort of we've become kind of short on coin as of late. We could really use a little extra funds for this.
Roll persuasion.
Bastard.
This is why he's on our team.
Ask for books, you moron.
A good face in your team.
Yeah.
21.
21. Yeah, we could rustle something up to offer you guys, or you know, alternatively, if you're looking to buy something, it'll be a good discount for you, as best as we can tell.
Great.
All right, just let me know. And yeah, we'll do our best to organize that.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get back to my team because we're gonna get some rest tonight. But first thing in the morning, we'll start looking into this.
All right. Thank you. And again, you make sure he gets back safe. And 2 guards walk up to you.
Oh, thank you, gentlemen.
And they're like, oh, Mr. Kinsey, sir, please follow us and make sure you get there back in safe and sound.
Really appreciate you guys. You really are the bravest folks I've ever come across. So
Easy to be brave when this here is about, sir. And you are escorted by 2 guards through the streets of Waterman. Every now and then there are people, like citizens pouring out now and then, and the guards are like, everything's taken care of, sir. Just from what we can tell, there's been no casualties right now. There's just been a little bit of an accident at the town hall, and we're doing our very best to sort it out. Please go back inside your homes, and we'll take care of everything. And some people do. Now and then there's a kid who's like, whoa, before looking at this explosion, before you are eventually escorted along your way. As you are leaving, Orin is immediately, setting up. He's doing his very best job. However, you two on the streets. There's quite some time, as you guys have booked out, and the intention was organized by Tobias. How do we want to handle that the second we have left? What do we do? Are we booking it through the streets? Are we doing our best to hide? What was the game plan we came up for immediately?
With her newfound athleticism, Morla is like hauling ass.
Just booking it?
Yeah. Keeping an eye on if Gwen falls behind or something.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna outpace her. Or anything.
Sure. Okay. Because there's a speed difference there.
Yeah,
as
there
you-
is, yeah.
you need
Very
to take it up.
fast.
As you guys are leaving, there is very shortly, like there's a short period of time before some of the guards they were coming up to deal with that situation. Eventually catch you. They see you. They do a quick double take before.
Fire! There's a fire! You gotta go help with the fire. We're just letting people know about the fire.
Roll a persuasion.
Okay. Oh no.
Better than mine.
Okay. 17?
Alright, pretty good. Sorry,
Fire!
I don't. There's a fire. Where's the fire?
Oh, back where we were coming from. We have to let people know about the fire.
Town hall.
To the town.
You were
to the
coming
town hall.
from there?
I was coming to warn people of the fire!
They took.
Okay,
They don't recognize you,
That's good.
but
I'm glad.
Borla's with you.
Maybe we should stop running. We're bringing attention to
Yeah, we
ourselves.
can walk now. We're also
Casual.
really tired.
Casual.
You're very fast. For your
Just
size.
Casual
Crazy.
strolling on this fiery night.
I can do an amble right now. That's about it.
Alright, as you guys continue walking through the streets, there's once again people are popping their heads out at the sound of it all. Now and then a person stepping out in front of them and their families left inside. Or, the occasional child who's like, wow, what's happening
See here,
before
folks.
Dad's picking them up. He's like, no, and bringing them back inside. But for the most part, you are guided back to the inn through the snow, and the two of you are now marching through. However, Johnny Bunny,
Yeah.
I get in trouble?
as you are resting with Ronaldo, right on time. There's a brief moment that, after you two have maybe dozed off inside the bed together, that he is stirring a little bit inside his sleep. Before his eyes wake up, he just throws up over the side of the bed. He is sweating. His hair is like immediately matted and tied to the edge of his face before he it just ends up like throwing up, at least makes it into the bucket that's in the corner of the room, like his little trash bag, before he looks up to you, matted. His eyes are like bloodshot red. Before he says, something happened to the white lady.
Are you sure you're not just drunk?
No, I can hear her. She's screaming. She's in my head and she's screaming.
Why is she screaming?
I don't know. She's in pain. They took something from her.
What are you talking? Who took what?
I don't know. She wants it back, and they took it from her. I haven't heard a scream this loud in ages. And on that note is where we're going to end
I fucked up.
this episode of Icewind Dale, Rime
Sorry,
of
friends.
Frostmaiden. Join us again every Saturday, 1:30 p.m. twitch.tv/vitamin_DND for the next episode that'll be happening out here inside our wonderful space. But
Yay.
other than that, thank you everybody. Be sure to check our Patreon when it comes out. We will be notifying about it. Digital short stories will be added to that as well. That's something that Patreon users can do in addition to some battle maps that I do. Not only map making Mondays, but also a bunch of others that I've made. That's all going to be available to you guys. There's a lot of benefits coming in, and I'll save it for when the video comes out. Join me again tonight at 11 p.m. PST, where I jam some games with the boys. And I don't know, that's where the sassiness comes out. It radiates and it's wonderful. Then you can join us again tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. PST as the very first episode of Cool 5 and Dills go off into the first escape room, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So join us there for that. And then right afterwards is another DM chat with Casey and myself, as we're gonna have a very special episode this time around.
We're following that up? Oh, great.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Busy times, baby. Content. You want content? You got it.
Yeah.
And then join me Monday nights at 8 p.m. for Monday night map making, where I use Flowscape to make digital maps. They'll be available for Patreon users in the future. But until then, thank you everybody for joining us. Please stay safe, and please tell someone you love them. Tell someone that you love them. Let them know.
Burn down a
Okay.
library.
That's we'll burn down a library.
Yay.
What a wonderful, wonderful episode.
Don't do that.
That was
Do it,
fantastic.
baby.
Yeah, it was real good. And there's even some drama going on
It's beautiful.
within the party.
Oh.
There's some.
Yeah.
Like
I love
some
the
Game of
atmosphere.
Thrones type
I
shit.
don't trust Remy.
You
I love
probably
Remy.
should.
Honestly, I don't know if I trust Desar right now either.
Oh, sure.